Hey, what's up, folks? People of Slash, and any stream viewers. Anybody? I'm guessing that nobody's around right now, but hopefully, as we. Uh, oh, yeah, it was this guy. I actually rushed this guy last night. Alright, well. Yeah, how's it going, people of Slash? Or, well, just people in general, I guess. I'm gonna kick things off by going through my stats and skills before I try to mule stuff off, and then I'll try to get into some Trav runs while chat is quiet. Masaka, hey Zivko, good to see you, man. I'm back. Are you kidding me? I was here yesterday. Yeah. All right, let's chat in a second. I have something for you. I was yeah, I have something for you. So we'll talk about that after. Alright, kicking things off, this is my Summoning Druid, my build for the season. As compared to last stream, I haven't really changed anything. You can see that my inventory is slightly more full. That's because when I was carrying out the rush, like with P-gems and whatnot, or regular gems, I was carrying out a rush for a newcomer to Slash, so I actually... Oh, I'm out of tele charges, huh? Yeah, I actually held on to gems only while I was carrying out the rush. So that happened. But having said that, going over my character, I have enough points into strength to wear my highest strength requirement item, which used to be Spirit Monarch, but now it's Gavel of Pain. I have enough points in dexterity to wear my Lacerator throwing axe, and then the rest of my points go directly into Vitality. And no points in energy. That rounds out the stats for my character. In terms of skills, I have 0 points in skills. I have 1 point into everything leading up to hunger in the shapeshifting tree, so that I can get lycanthropy with werebear, thus extending the duration of my werebear form, and giving me an extra 140% life on werebear. And then I put in enough points into Shockwave to get a 10-second stun length duration. So, pretty solid setup. And then on the summoning skill tree, that's where the majority of my points are. I have 1 point Poison Creeper, 1 point Carrion Vine, 1 point Solar Creeper. Carrion Vine and Solar Creeper are great for sustain and eat corpses. Poison Creeper helps stop regen. Raven as a prerequisite for Spirit Wolf, Direwolf, and Grizzly. I maxed out Direwolf for max life on my summon, or summons, and Direwolves are a good alternative summon type. And then I have, of course, a Summon Grizzly. Summon Grizzly is my main summon, and maxing this out, I get extra damage on my summons too. I maxed out Oak Sage and Heart of Wolverine so that I can cast Oak Sage when I'm teleporting and Heart of Wolverine when I am smacking monsters to death. So that's that. On hand, on my Mercenary, I do have Obedience and an Eth Cryptic Axe. For a crap ton of damage. I have Gladiator's Bane with an IAS jewel socketed in it. It also comes with DR, MDR cannot be frozen. And then, of course, I have Andy's Visage on my Merc's Helm, as my Merc's Helm, socketed with a Ral rune to counteract the fire res penalty. So I can get a bit of extra IAS here. As for my own equipment, I'm currently running Delirium for a grand total of +5 Summon Grizzly, Skin of the Viper Magi with an rune for resistances and MDR and FCR and all skills. I have Osiris' built-in boots for attack rating. I have Dwarf Star for MDR and Gold Find, Ravenfrost for cannot be frozen, Mara's for 2 to all skills and 30 all resistances, and then of course Chansey's for extra Gold Find and a bit of extra MF too. On my main hand, I have Gavel of Pain for amplify damage charges, and then on switch, of course, I have my Nadja's Staff for teleport. I don't have any teleport charges right now, but I'll fix that once I finish muling. Okay, and then I have in my inventory a 2014 Druid Torch, 17, 13, 9 Annihilus, 39 MF with 14 vendor prices Geeds, 27 Life Summoning Skiller, 8 Life Summoning Skiller, 4 Strength Summoning Skiller, 4 MF, 9 Fire Res, Small Charm, 4 MF, 23 Attack Rating, Small Charm, 4 Res, and 5 Alt Res, Small Charm. So my character is now at a grand total of 100 MF, on the dot. I could actually get more MF, but I'm trying to keep it consistently at, well, yeah, trying to keep it consistently at just 100 MF. So that is by design. Okay, cool. Got that out of the way. Zivko, how are you doing? Glad to have you here with me today. Hope you're having a great day, and same to anybody who is joining for today's stream. So, just to kind of fill you all in on the plan, I do intend to only be here for about 3 hours. I'll probably dip out at most after 3 hours. So that's kind of the situation, and yeah, I guess we'll have to go from there. Okay, yeah, before I do anything else, Zivko, you're still around, right? I wanted to show you something, and you tell me whether or not you need this or not. It's awfully quiet on Slash today, I do admit. Okay, so, oh, I'm already in DD. Okay. So, I have, actually, you'll take it? Okay, that's funny. I didn't even show you what it is, but then, unless you were here, like, you actually watched the, it seems to me like you watched all of yesterday's stream, though, like, when you woke up, because, I saw your comment. You watched the VOD. Okay, excellent. Yes, very nice. Yeah, because I saw you were saying, no, don't give him the jaw rune, because he could, otherwise he's gonna go for milk. Yeah, I was actually thinking the same exact thing. I'm surprised that people would want to give me items, since that'll put me closer and closer to the finale, you know. But even after I get Faith, there's still at least one other thing I have to do, I think. But and I'd also like to grind to 95, so there's some stuff there. All right. 2 assassin skills, 22 cold res, and 17 MF crafted amulet. And let's see. Are you gonna come pick this up, or should I just leave it on my guy for a second? And then, of course, this dude has 2 assassin skills with teleport charges on it, which is pretty nutty. So, if at all you were interested, here's a fun little circlet for you. I think that this is a pretty fun circlet. If I had a trap set, I'd be jumping for joy. I should actually roll for coronets more often. Like, some of these tiaras are absolute bangers. Oh yeah, and then of course I had the 3 PNV 20 energy. So that was nice too. Alright, conveniently I'm on the, hell yeah, I'll take it, but I can't pay. Oh, I see how it is. No, I got you, man. I wasn't looking to get paid for this. I just saw that this is a pretty cool circlet, and with tele charges, and, you know, I'd rather it go to good use. I'd rather it get put to good use, rather than, you know, collecting dust by the wayside. Yeah. So, yeah, whenever you're ready, you can come pick it up. I'm chilling like a villain, and oh wow, I think I had to make another. Might have to make another mule account now. I'm like maxed out. Give me a few minutes. Okay, cool. No worries. I need to. I'm in the middle of trying to sort out my mules anyway right now, so you have time. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Oh. Yeah, Blade of Alibaba. Oh yeah, and I got Mage Fist too. Okay, so West didn't want Blade of Alibaba, I believe. I guess I can... I'm just trying to think if I have a character that can use it. I guess I don't, huh? Yeah. Because I just have other characters I'm leveling on the side just for shits and giggles. I'm not really doing anything with them, but... you know, I figure I might as well, because, yeah, just for fun. I was, like, leveling a couple characters for shits and giggles. Okay, so, let's see here. Okay, so this is my wealth mule, which means that I should load up the gems mule. Yeah. Oh, shit. Gaian amulet is for... Oh, wow. I have a 3 PNB amulet, too. Very nice. Oh. Oh, shit. I have my Unique's Mule here. Or I should have my Unique's Mule. Unique's Mule. You know what? This is a little bit too much, I think, right now. I think I need to give up the rattle cage. I know I have a spare somewhere. I'll replace it for Corpse Morn. I know that one I don't have. Lidless. I have a bunch of lidlesses. Yeah, I could make, like, more brand new characters if I see fit. But I'm not quite at that stage yet. Oh, shit. Okay, you know what? I think I have to, I think I do have to make another account. This is a little bit too much at this point. Let's see. Yeah, it's been a while since I've had to make two full mule accounts just to pick stuff up. But I have gotten quite a bit of stuff this season. So, I guess it sort of makes sense. Okay, that's D2 PGEM XIC. And what was the other thing? Uniques, right? D2 Unique XIE? Yeah, alright. I'll probably need to make more sooner or later anyway. Okay, so if I switch it back here... Oh, there you go. There you go. Okay. Yes. Let me, start off by dropping these over to the other guy. I'm getting progressively closer and... Oh, wow. I had just enough slots open. I am getting progressively closer and closer to finishing a third mule's worth of PGEMs. I do miss the days where I could actually sell PGEMs for high runes. Or perhaps there's just people might not be playing that much this season because it's the summer season, and summer season tends to be typically the quietest. But again, in the past I never struggled to find buyers for PGEMs. Up until about like last season or the season before, and then of course crafting packs like Pianthus and Rals, that I've never actually failed to sell up until like now actually. Zivka wrote, I barely played this season. Really? I thought you actually played quite a bit with your Trapson. Hey, what's up, Coaster? If it wasn't you to carry me on Hell Bale, I would be 85. Well, to be frank with you, I'd love to run more Bales and you know, like help people level up more and you know level up more myself. But you know, my my biggest priorities this season were one, doing the Bale bot setup, and two, trying to get my Faith bow right. So unfortunately, as much as I wish it weren't the case, I needed to kind of shelve the whole Bale runs thing, or like doing pub. I couldn't really do as many pub Bales as I wanted to do. When I'm done this, when I get my Jaw rune, I'd love to start running some Bales for people. But I'm actually... I get the sense that by the time I'm... like, I've underestimated how long it actually will take me, or that it would take me to finish putting my character together. So, unfortunately, I don't know... like, by the time I get my Bale bot set up, or, well, no, my Bale bot setup is fine. It's really just the Faith that I'm trying to roll for. That's the big one. Oh, you're here. Right, okay. Let me, this is the wrong account. Give me 2 seconds. Gem XI. Oh, yeah, circlets. Okay. So, here you go, Zivko. This is for you. Zivko wrote, but I've been watching a lot. I see. Is it just because you're too busy, or you just haven't felt like playing? Let's take a look. Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is a pretty nice amulet. It's got a lot of mana on it. And then, of course, your Shaco also is pretty nice, but this one's got tele charges. I guess you're going to have to make the choice as to which one you use, or maybe you switch it depending on which one you need for a specific location. I don't know. That's cool, though. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Marahum? Marahum wrote, yo, 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 how goes it, fam? It goes pretty well. That amulet's pretty good. You mean yours, or talking about your amulet, or your... Oh, right, I see. Yeah, I was wondering about that, because you had a 210. The one I gave you? Ah, I see, I see. Yeah, 22 cold res, 17 MF, I'd say that's pretty good. The teleport circlet, well, haha. That one, I don't know. At the end of the day, I guess Telestaff is probably going to be your go-to. 25 charges isn't enough, but that's a fun little alternative to what you're currently running, I suppose, yeah. Hey, what's up, West? Good morning to you, too. Yeah, I'm just in the middle of muling everything off. Well, thanks for picking it up, Zevko. Yeah, pretty good, hell yeah, dude. I don't know why I didn't already toss these out. Yeah, what's up, West? Oh, you wrote, by the way, who is the new guy who makes gold fine barb? That is actually West. Did you want to give something over to West by any chance? He's still... Okay, sure. What do you got? A few items? Alright. Yeah, Wes, did you want to come pick up some of these? But I can't catch them online. I see, I see. Yeah. Fair enough. Should I drop them here? Okay. Wait until he gets in game, and then you can toss it his way. Give me 2 minutes, he says. Okay, if you're good for that. Where the hell are my... I thought I had all the gems, but I guess not. Okay, PNB and 3 LE skills. Alright, I can... Oh, right. 1 Necro, 10 FCR. Another FCR ring. Amazing. Amulet of Wealth. Oh, okay. Let me take a look at this real quick. Ooh, 60 gold find amulet. I see. You want to go fetch the other ones, I take it. Yeah, I'm already at like 2 PGM mules worth, so haha. Let me get I think it's my Magic's mule, right? You, no +3 war cries. I'm so confused. I thought that you wanted an like maximized gold find, right? Unless you're looking for 3 war cries with 80 gold find or something, which is kind of ridiculous. Like, people are giving you free shit and you're actually complaining about this. I mean, you gotta start somewhere. Like, you can't just... I need find item. I see. Well, I have +2 war cries. I have +2 war cries if I am memeing. I see. Okay, well... I see. Yeah, either way... Oh, you know something funny? I have something for you, too. You probably want this, I'm guessing. I need gold find. The war cries are just extra. Yeah, I see. Well, I'm guessing you probably want this, don't you? Yeah, I feel like this is something you'd probably want then. Alright, let me take a look at some of these. Sounding Grand Charm I already know is going to be plus war cries. Septic Small Charm of Greed. 9% gold find. 10% gold find. Wow, some pretty nice rolls on some of these. Okay, well, you can come pick them up when you're ready. I am chilling. Oh, there you go. The Gold Singer. Here's the character. Yeah. Cool. Alright then. So, I'm like pretty much done here, right? I've muled everything off that I feasibly needed to transfer out. What's left? Oh, yes! I remember now. I need to whip out... I needed to whip out one of my paladins. Yeah, one sec. Wait, a Warcry skill or charm? Yes, yes it is, indeed, a Warcry skill or charm. Now, normally this would go for Maldeist, but I guess Ivko is trying to be nice and just help a newcomer to slash out. Because otherwise, yeah, normally you'd have to pay a pretty decent bit for it. Yes, those are expensive, but, you know, like, Zivko's being nice. Or at least, I presume he's trying to be nice, otherwise, don't waste this on me. Well, I have something for you too, actually. I know that it's not a perf, but I've been holding on to spares. And this is one that I found. Oh, right. I guess you can't really. Yeah, here we go. 109 gold find, as you can see there. That is, yeah, nice little GC for you. Yeah, yeah. Alright. SMH not 160. Oh, I'm sorry, Your Highness. I wasn't quite able to secure a freaking 160 gold find Geeds for you. Is there an easy way to get Geeds? Well, the most likely person to drop Geeds is probably Hell and Dariel. But the thing is, because you want to, like, I guess, target farm Geeds, it sounds like, if I were to guess. But the thing is, yeah, it's still a random draw. Well, I mean, when I was running, okay, yeah, the Hell Andy is your best bet, but I don't think there's an easy way to get Geeds, and you can't re-roll it with P-Gems either, FYI. So, you know, your best bet is probably Hell Andy, I think. In my case, I actually got mine from, like, there was like one night I was farming, I found like 3 Geeds back to back. I had so many Geeds that I had to put them on my side characters just so that, well, yeah, I basically put them on my side characters because I just had too many. Like, I was actually struggling to pick them up at some point, but yeah, there you go. Anyway, alright. But I've already tossed out most of the Geeds, or I've actually given them out to people, so yeah, but I'm sure that if other people found Geeds, you could actually ask around and be like, hey, does anybody have a perfect Geeds? Although, I don't know, well, yeah, I mean, you'd have to... Oh, here we go, GC. But yeah, if you're trying to find it yourself, probably Hell Andy. You're also going to be horking with a Barb and Trav. Trav isn't bad either. Like, I actually got, like, all my Geeds from Travs, pretty much. And the thing is, you're gonna have more MF than I will, and you're gonna be a horker, so you get like almost 2 times the drops, right? So yeah, I'd say that this is actually perfect for you. Zivko got a 91, 40, and 10. Wow, nice. Yeah, the one that I gave West was 100 and some. Yeah. Yeah. So. Anyway, Wes, let me know if you need anything else, but I think we're pretty much good here. This is run number 10. Sorry, I put the game name as D11 so I could farm gold, but I guess technically this is run 151, so let's go with that. Westroad, I actually got a 9% gold find swell charm when trying to level my characters. Yeah, that'll do it. I mean, that happens from time to time. You said when trying to level your characters. Are you still trying to level your characters? I can actually help you with that, like, today. I think I mentioned I don't have that much time to play, but I can at least kind of level a little bit with you and to help you out, if you care for that at all. Alright. Only question is, what character will I use for that? I don't know. I actually don't know which of my characters I would... Nah, you're good? You're sure? Like, I don't mind making a new character, that's the thing. Like, it's kind of fun to go through the game and, you know, like, see how long it takes and see what I find along the way, that kind of stuff. So, I actually, you know, that's one of the reasons I played on D2R reset, even though I'm not really big on playing D2R for a number of reasons, but, you know, RWT among them. Oh wow, Zeal charges. I have to do something myself. Can't just get boosted and gear dropped. Hey, I respect that. That is totally fair. Okay, sure. Well, I mean, if you need help, you know where to ask. But yeah, okay. I mean, hey, +2 summon Grizzly. I think that would have sold for a good amount of gold too. But oh well. Zeal Assassin Pog. Hey man, it could be a very real thing. It's just a little unfortunate. I'm gonna junk this one. It is just a little unfortunate. Oh well. It is just a little unfortunate that there's like a passion rune word, right? The passion rune word requires 4 open sockets, and assassin claws can only get 3, so you can't do like a zeal assassin with passion rune word. Sadly, yeah. You said sadly it's charges. Yeah. I mean, the only way to get O skill zeal in the unmodified game, I believe, is with passion. But unfortunately, yeah, it's not really easy to set one up, I guess. Oh, what the? Huh. How did my merc just instantly die? Oh, don't tell me. He was freaking... Here, hold on a second. Let me clear this guy first. Oh, there we go. Ow. What the hell? That was hitting me. Alright, you know what, this is... hold on a second. There we go. I think this is fine. 3 to bow and crossbow skills. Well, one day. There we go. I can't tell if they are messing around or that's actual drama in Discord. Let me take a look. Are people actually fighting in general? Oh, here we go. Ah, well, isn't that something? Yeah. I was wondering about that this morning. Like, I saw the last few messages that were left behind, and I'm like, oh, is this going to suddenly break open into an open fight? And, well, indeed it did break open into an open fight. So, yeah, well, it's I mean, yeah, I got no comment about it. That's all I'll say for now. Yeah, I'm gonna get back to doing my runs here. Is there hot goss in the Discord? I don't know about hot gossip, but it's like, well, I mean, how do I put this? There's just some people who, well, I shouldn't say just, but there's some people who don't get along. Now, I'm not going to speak on behalf of either side. Yeah, I'm not going to speak on behalf of either side here, right? But yeah, there are some... Yeah, that's kind of the nature of... Well, I guess that's kind of the nature of how it is sometimes when you have, like, big groups, right? Like, some people just won't get along naturally. Colossus crossbow. Nice. Alright. I don't know. It depends, like... It really depends how you look at it. For me, I'm just like, it's kind of whatever. But, yeah, some people actually, I guess, are more, Well, some things, some people were taking some of these. Actually, I don't know. I'm not. I don't want. I don't want to say anything about it. It's slash people, so it's not. Like, I don't know the full story either. That's the other thing. Especially because apparently some of the so-called gossip, I imagine, is like this is tied to Slash Premium channel, which I don't know about. So yeah, the fact that I just joined the Discord, this is a very uncommon occurrence. Of all the days you choose to join the Discord, it's actually probably the day where you have a bunch of people who are, well, I shouldn't say a bunch of people, but you know, there's people who are chatting with each other, which is even unusual to begin with. And I think that it actually... Okay, so, you know what? What I can say? This is... well... So, I mean... Hold on a second. Heart of Wolverine, full plate... Yeah, basically, last night, there was somebody who was saying, what was it? Oh yeah, they were basically like, oh wow, it's kind of a shame, like, just hopped on Slash, it's kind of a shame that the server is dead. And I think that spurred, like, a whole discussion about, well, you know, some people were complaining that, okay, well, there's people who come in and then complain about there not being anyone on the server, and they proceed to leave, which, in which case, they're, in a way, kind of directly contributing to this same sort of situation, right? But then, well, certain others are like, well, actually, you know, you gotta, like... Again, I don't want to, like, paraphrase things incorrectly, but it's like, well, you know, there's actually certain behaviors here, too, that directly contribute to that, I guess, is, you know, is the rebuttal, and then now there's, like, an argument on both sides, it seems. Yeah. So that's the TLDR gist of it, okay? Without trying to go into any further detail and take sides, because honestly, you know, I have my own opinions about it, but it's not exactly in my interest to take one side or the other, and frankly, I don't really give a shit right now. I'm just trying to play, like, and farm some high runes, so, you know, that's kind of where I'm at, right? But, anyway. So, that is the gist of what's going on, and, yeah, I'm not going to say any further than that. I don't think it would be a wise decision to do so. But to kind of give you a little bit of context what's going on in the back, like, yeah. Coaster wrote, hey, by the way, IMO, they are single-handedly contributing to the exodus of good players. I mean, ultimately what the end result is, good people end up leaving because of that, and it's an undeniable fact. Perhaps. I don't know. I don't have the numbers on that. But... I mean, what I can say is that there are relatively... all res 29 energy. I'll actually keep that one. That's cool. Amulet. What I can say is that there are quite a few people, or there are a lot fewer people now than there were way back when the servers... Wait, 151, 152. Yeah, no, this is run 157. Yeah, there's a lot fewer people now than there were, like, way back when. And definitely one of the contributing factors was, you know, the advent of POD2 and D2R. Beyond that, if you want to argue that there are lots of other, even before D2R came out and before PE2 came out, right? Like, there's certainly certain things that probably drove people away. And I'll admit that there were also certain unique ring. There are certain individuals that I encountered where originally, like, you believe it or not, I was not exactly a big fan of, to the point where I actually was very, very close to leaving the server. Like, not so much now, right? Like, whatever. But back then, back then there were certain individuals that for me were actually quite insufferable. Like I'm not going to name names, but I'll just say it straight up. And I'm like, well, in some alternate universe, none of you would be here. None of us would be having this conversation, simply on the grounds that I would not have played on Slash or streamed as long as I did on this server, because there were some people that did indeed go out of their way to cause me trouble. That's what I'm going to say from my perspective, okay? Like, I can't speak on behalf of, this person or that person, but like, I can't get along with everybody, and things nowadays are a lot quieter and a lot more tame than what they used to be, for me personally, so that's kind of where I'm at. Is this to say the name already? It's Hom3 Watcher? No, I mean, although I like to blame Hom3 Watcher for a lot of things, just, mostly as a meme, right? But I do like to blame him for a lot of random shit here and there. But this is one of those things that I actually cannot blame him for, because, yeah, he did not have a hand, like, no, I mean, he doesn't even play on this server. But anyway, I'll talk more about that in a second, actually. But, yeah, unique ring. Anybody want to take a guess? I'm going to guess here, Mantled? Yeah, I'm feeling a Mantled on this one. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1. And let's ID this. Dwarf Star for you. Alright, let's see. Ah, that's fucking Mantled. I don't know if I have spare... I don't know if I have spare Mantleds for you, or spare Dwarfs for you. I might have spare Dwarfs. Pog Mantled? Yeah, well, freaking, of course it is. Anyway, alright, just gonna keep farming my gold. Okay, anyway, look, listen, so, I'm definitely not, like, Hom3 Watcher alone is not, like, I mean, I know that you say that as a joke, right, but I'm, like, thinking about it. One of the things, even if Hom3 Watcher himself is not somebody I'd look at and be like, oh yeah, this guy makes me want to quit, but, like, I mean, how could he, right? But there are definitely some things, I think one of the biggest, probably one of the biggest pet peeves that I have, like, straight up, like, I mean, I think this is obvious, but probably people trying to tell me how to play the game. I think for me that's the biggest issue. And it's not like a, oh, I think I'm so much better than everyone else issue. It's a, I find enjoyment in actually discovering the game for myself kind of issue. So it is actually pretty fucking ass irritating when, I'm like trying to do some weird fun build and discover the limitations and all this, okay? Like, I'll just be upfront with my pet peeves here. It is pretty annoying when I'm trying to do, like, some weird bizarre thing and show you guys something cool or different or unusual, and there can sometimes be people who will come in here and be like, well, why don't you just play CE Necro or something like that, right? Like, why waste your time with shit build when you can play better build? Like, something like that. That's probably, for me, like, of all the behaviors you could possibly do to trigger me, that is probably pretty high up there, I think, for me. And indeed, yeah, like, there was indeed, this does indeed tie into, like, if I'm being honest, the few times I've actually considered, like, well, some of the very few times I've either considered not playing on Slash, or actually just straight up not streaming altogether, is actually directly tied to this pet peeve. Not all of them, okay? Like, there's certain other times where I'm like, okay, this might not be worth it for certain other reasons that I won't get into. It's not important, but definitely if there was like a top 5 reasons, then yeah, that would certainly be one, or top 5 biggest pet peeves or biggest gripes about existing in the world of streaming or gaming or private servers, whatever, then it would indeed have to be that. That's how I see it. Zivka wrote, I'm sorry I suggested you to play Blizzsorg. Oh, yikes. I won't do it again. West wrote, then you just say check leaderboards, right, because I'm number 1. I mean, like, I'm number 1 now, but, like, back in the past, right? Like, I'm just trying to learn the game, discover it, and have fun with it. And the thing is, too, what good is it if I just play Blizzsorg like everybody else? Like, okay, you could argue that, oh, well, there's some optimality associated with it, right? Like, some people justify playing their meta builds as like, oh, well, I want to use my meta build to farm for my non-meta build, and that's the fastest way to do it, and that's totally fine. That's totally fair. I completely respect that. I'm not going to be all like, oh, no, you're doing it wrong, or whatever, but, the way that I've been playing the game for years, I love starting off with the build that I want to use in the endgame, or some adjacent build to it, right? Like, if we look at, like, my Battle Mage, for example, I have to farm with something. I can't just go in naked. Well, I can, but obviously it comes with its own problems. Anyway, so okay, yeah, so I can't go at it, hold on. There we go, I can go Heart of Wolverine. Yeah, so I can't really go at it, naked. Like, as like an enchant sork or whatever, or as like a, sork with no points going into auras or whatever, right? So I have to put my skill points somewhere, and I choose to put them into skills that I eventually intend to use in the end game. So, there's that. But obviously, other people, what other people will do is they'll be like, well, I'm a sork, I should start off with Blizzard, right? Because it's the pretty much strongest build that you can really start off with, and then I will either make a new sork, like a second sork, or I will eventually rotate the current one that I have into, into that end game sork, the like dual dream sork or whatever. So, you know, I think both approaches are fine. Some people could argue that it feels like a waste of time, but at the end of the day, like, people shouldn't be hunting down other people to play in a way that they deem fit. That's how I see it, right? I think this is pretty obvious, but some people didn't catch the memo, and some of them actively went out of their way to, go after me, both in stream and in game. So, at least that was like a long time ago on Slash. Like, said behaviors no longer occur for me, but I guess my point is, like, if hypothetically, well, yeah, ever since that there's been a lot fewer people, then that doesn't happen anymore, right? But yeah, that is definitely one of the things that has bugged me quite a bit in the past. The coaster is like, you're not sorry and you know it. Yes. Well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I get that the people here are doing it in jest. You guys, because, people here know that no matter what you're going to say, I'm just going to play whatever I feel like, right? It's not going to be the case that you guys are going to pitch Blizzsork and I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning and be like, you know what, guys? I've had it. It's like, I give up. You guys are right. I've seen the light. It's time to actually join the, drink the Kool-Aid and play Blizzsork, Like, that's very unlikely to happen. Let's just put it like that, so... Yeah. Oh, let's do that. Coaster Road, I don't like Blizzsork because of how strong it is. I know it's good. I don't like it because it's too... Right, no, sorry. I don't like a Blizzsork because of how strong it is. I know it's good. I don't like it because it's too good. That's a huge difference from being a hater. Well, okay. I mean, Blizzsork discussion aside, I think the main point I was trying to make here was just that, like, it has less to do with the strength of a Blizzsork and more to do with, if somebody went out of their way to petition you to play a Blizzsork. And, like, yeah, there are people who will be like, who in this chat or who in the past, let's say like Corey, right? Corey, I remember, was like, oh man, it'd be fun to maybe see you play Blizzard. I feel like he said that at some point, or somebody in that time frame would have said something like that, right? Maybe it was Marlies, maybe it was Stungen, whoever. But, it would be kind of like, there are times where it goes from like, oh, well, they kind of pitch it as like, oh, yeah, it'd be nice to actually see you be rich for a change, to, oh, play Blizzsork, play Blizzsork. It's like an order or a demand that you should do this one particular thing because, you're not playing optimally. Yikes. Let me Oak Sage this. You're not playing optimally or whatever, right? That's kind of my... That's one of my biggest... I guess, one of the biggest issues I've had in the past, or, well, yeah, not just being demanding, but more so like going out of their way to bother you to do it, I guess is the big issue. And if it was just like, oh, I'm in Sork skill levels, teleport, and chant, well, that's an interesting one. Sure, I can hold on to it as a trophy, I guess. There are some times where, well, I mean, if you're just playing in game, it's not a big deal, I guess. Like, you could probably just, turn off global chat channel and then play solo in silence, right? But back then, I was also actively streaming. So it's like, okay, well, I have an option. I can either, A, stop streaming and keep playing, or B, I could just stop streaming and stop playing. Or, well, I guess I don't even have to stop streaming at that point. I would just end up playing on botnet instead. Or hell, I could have, ironically, maybe I would have even ended up on PD2 instead. That's the funny thing, if that had been the case. No, I don't think I would have, though. I feel like my philosophy regarding how I feel about the game wouldn't change. Like, at that point, maybe D2 would just be a happy memory for me. So, it's a possibility. Anyway, you guys get the idea. Not to dampen the mood or anything like that, but yeah, just kind of giving you my 2 cents about, like, what's being said in chat. Like to be honest, yeah, there are some things that I do agree with on both sides, but there's also like other things to consider too, or things that I just straight up don't agree with, right? But yeah, without naming any names or whatever, that's the I guess general discussion. Not really. I mean, personally, I've liked that in the last few years there's been very little friction between a lot of the players that remain. That's been kind of nice, but obviously, that also, well, yeah, that's what I'll say there. Alright. Oh yeah, right, I already summoned my bear. Okay, cool. Let's keep going here. Coaster Road, I think the communities are nurtured. It takes effort from all sides. It's hard to be friction when no one's left. Yeah, fair enough. Someone casually deplores the lack of activity results in them getting shit and piled on by many. That doesn't help. That's also fair, yeah. Stagbow and Wormhide. Alright, nice. Runestaff? Can actually... oh, that was actually a grail item for me. What the hell is this? I actually forgot this item existed. Skull Collector. 2 to all skills, 20 mana after each kill. Well, that's interesting. I'll actually write that down. How does Salisbury steak sound like for dinner? You mean for you or for me? I'm not particularly, not feeling a steak right now. But in your case, that sounds like a great plan. Skull Collector. I don't think this has any variable rolls on it, does it? 150, 164. Is nice and tender. Right. It is nice and tender. That is true. I actually don't have enough room. I think I have the mule already. That's crazy. This one item is just hogging up so much inventory space. You've never heard of it? Wow, that's a bit of a surprise. I thought it was a lot more popular than that. Yeah, no, I'm with Ko on this one. Definitely look it up. Salisbury steak is great. I mean, I haven't had it in a while. That's not to say it's because it's bad necessarily. Alright, D165 is next. Otherwise, I go back to DD. Yeah. I guess I can mule all these gems off? Yeah. Zivko wrote, Salisbury steak is a classic American dish made from seasoned ground beef, patties shaped like steak seared in a skillet and smothered in a rich mushroom and onion gravy. Damn, that description makes me crave one, I admit, a little bit, but not quite all the way. We don't have that in Eastern Europe. I'm sorry, I never heard of it. Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, I didn't expect that. But if I ever come to the States, I would have Tom and Jerry steak. I've never heard of Tom and Jerry steak before. That's a new one. What's that? And we are in Canada, come eat it here instead. Well, Salisbury steak, like, I actually don't know. Is that, like, just, I know this is a ridiculous question to ask, but is that like a Canadian dish? I don't know. I always thought that it was just a dish. I actually would have guessed that. It was a European dish. To be honest, if I had to guess. So it's a bit of a surprise to hear that in Europe that they don't have it. Okay, cool. B gems are pretty much out of the way. That leaves Ral, Ort, Am. Okay, Skull Collector. Oh yeah, right. I guess I need to whip out my Uniques mule for that. Alright, cool, cool. That's where Coaster wrote, UK, that's where I was born. Oh, I actually didn't know that. I always thought that you were like, I don't know why, I just assumed that you were like, you've been in Canada your whole life. Your times are tough nowadays. Oh, is it? PvP server. Well, is there any particular location where things aren't a free-for-all? I was born in the UK, but I am Canadian. I see, I see. Moved out of London when my son was born. Oh, yeah. My parents had the brilliant idea to go on a trip heavily pregnant. I see. Well, that'll do it, I suppose. Okay, what have I got here? Necro skill levels. I guess the last thing here is a set buckler. Coaster Road's a good thing because I have nationality, double nationality. Oh, yeah, right. Because your parents, I presume, were UK citizens, and now, I presume, since you were born in. Oh no, sorry, you were born in UK. Oh, you know what? I get it. So they were originally in Canada, and then they went to the UK, and then they had you, and then I guess you guys came back. So, yeah, yeah. I was born in the UK. My parents are Canadians. I also lived my whole life in Canada. So you have, what is it called? Birthright citizenship, right? And then, from UK, and then you're otherwise here in You've otherwise been here in Canada pretty much exclusively. Have you heard of the Rudin brothers? No, I have not. I guess I'll go Trav here. Yeah. Well, this is run number 165. Unless I miscounted, but I don't think I did. They are three brothers that fix roofs and fascia in houses for free in Canada. 1.6 million subs on YouTube? Really? Well, that's a new one to me. Oh, shit. Let's see. Costa Road, I have not. I always am skeptical of full anthropist content creators. And Zipcore, yeah, if someone comes and offers you free roof fix and they have Count Dracula accent, well, yeah, that certainly seems a little sus. Zivko says, just say yes. Okay, sure. Yeah, what about them? I will blindly say yes and see where you're trying to take me here. Whatever. You know what? This is... Oh, actually, those are claws. But I don't know if claws actually can spawn with plus skills. I don't think they can, actually. Like, the base called claws, not all assassin claws. Sound like Phoebe from Friends. What, me or Co? With a no good deed? Oh. Coaster Road, good action should be done from the goodness of their heart, not for the cameras. You know, that, I can understand that, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's like one thing if, you know, it feels, like, I guess, in a way, for some people, it might be a bit inauthentic, right? Like, imagine if, well, I mean, like, imagine if, yeah, like, I myself am, like, usually streaming when I play on Slash, but if it turns out that, like, when I'm not streaming, I'm, like, a total asshole, right? And I'm only streaming, um, I'm only a nice person when I'm streaming. It's like, does that really mean I'm a nice person? Probably not, right? Something like that, but, so I can understand that sentiment, even if I myself, I'm not really actively trying to be nice to people most of the time. Like, there are some times it's like, okay, yeah, I stand to gain nothing from it, and I'll be nice regardless, as long as it's to no harm that comes to me, I guess. But, yeah, there are some people who are, you know, doing these videos, doing these, like, have these sorts of channels, and it's like, I can understand that some people can't help but, or some viewers probably can't help but wonder, it's like, okay, is this person actually like this, or are they just doing it because they want to look good? But, yeah. Yeah, no, Wes would know all about that. Guys, he's lying. He isn't nice offline. Yeah, you'd know all about that, wouldn't you? Yeah, total dick off stream. He says some weird stuff in Call of Duty. Oh yeah, you'd know all about that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm a terrible human being. The scum of the earth. Absolute cretin. Zivko is like, I knew it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Zivka wrote, I bet he secretly plays Sorry. I choked. I threw up a little in my mouth there. Secretly plays Blizz Sorks on ROTW. Yeah. Yeah, totally. Mm-hmm. Blizz Sorks. Yeah, I mean, even though Warlock exists, yes, Blizzsork would be my go-to on ROTW. I mean, that would be something, you know? That it would be something if I spent all this time, like, parading, like, Reign of the Warlock as this, like, oh, I don't want to play it at all, and then I'm, like, secretly playing Reign of the Warlock this whole time, you know? Same thing with PD2. I think that's another fun one, too. Like, all this time I've been, like, advocating against, like, for myself at least, against playing PD2. Now imagine in reality all this time I've actually been playing PD2 on the side and just haven't told anyone about it. That would be kind of crazy plot twist, wouldn't it? Okay, well, I'm like, Westwood, I play Blaze Sork, yeah, I'm sure you do. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up, or, well, I guess I'm only on run 167. Alright. Alright, just got done with my last meeting. What did I miss? Nothing really. I've just been grinding Trav runs. Had to mule a bunch of shit off. I've, like, filled up on my gold on this character, and yeah, like, we're just hanging out and vibing right now. Not really going too ham today. I was originally going to do a 3-hour stream. I was going to go for, like, another... Wait, how long is the stream going on for? Yeah, I was going to go for, like, another 2 hours originally, but I might call it a little earlier than that so that I can, so I can do other stuff in a little bit. But yeah, we'll see. Let's see, Westro, can Blaze even become strong to be a DPS, or is it just a movement skill? It's not even a movement skill. Movement doesn't actually, or Blaze doesn't actually give you more move speed. I think that's something that they added in, like, BD2 or some shit, but I think in the base game, it's strictly a damage skill, like a DPS, I guess, skill. But as well, the thing is, I myself have never used Blaze, so I can't say this with certainty, but, I mean, yeah, I'm kind of with Ko on this one. Like, the damage numbers on Blaze are pretty terrible. But I've never used it in practice, so I can't really confirm for sure that it is awful, but it looks pretty fucking awful, I will say that. It says run walk speed on D2R planner. Yes, I think that's a D2R change too. D2R change where, you know, they were like, oh, well, here's a very underused skill that, you know, most people don't use, Blaze. So let's give it something that'll be useful. So, yeah, I think that's probably why you see FRW on D2 planner. I think it's D2R. Yeah, sorry to say. Coaster also wrote, because it's hard to use and it's still inferior to other skills like Firewall. Actually, yeah, no, Ko's right. I mean, I think Ko is right on this one. Again, I haven't used Inferno, Blaze, well, Inferno or Blaze. That's been on my to-do list for ages, but um, yeah, if you're looking for like a fire DPS skill, I don't think anything really beats Firewall. Is kind of the other issue too. Like you can run Blaze, but like at that point, like Firewall is significantly stronger. So Zivka wrote, when I was a kid, Blaze was the strat to kill Andariel in the Internet Cafe. Oh wow, that's that's actually kind of sweet. I've never seen Andariel go down in a blaze of glory. That's a new one. Sorry, I missed this message earlier. Zivko wrote, let me know. Wait, hold on. Yeah, let me know if you want to do some CS or Bale runs. Sure. I'd be good to do Bales, yeah. Costa wrote, fact it's on his to-do list for ages means he starts sweating profusely whenever he contemplates doing it. No, it's not. No, I actually don't have such an issue. Um, yeah. Again, I know that you're kidding, but okay, at a bare minimum, very likely I would test it in single player first to see if it's any good whatsoever. If it's at all feasible to use the skill, then I would go into like if it passed the single player test and I tried it in multiplayer, and then I realized it was total garbage, then I would actually just openly admit it's like, okay, guys, yeah, I'm sorry, all the builds that I've done up until this point like have been functional in some capacity, but this is where I draw the line. Like, I would actually just concede. I'm sorry, but if I don't think it can be done, then I don't think it can be done, or perhaps more specifically, it's like if it's just not fun to play. Like, yeah, hypothetically in this game, you could kill pretty much anything, right? You just need enough time, I guess. Except for maybe like Ubers, I guess. But like hypothetically, like let's say even Poison Creeper, like okay, it does abysmal damage, but I could still keep spamming Poison Creeper until something dies. That is true, but of course, do I want to do an entire season where I do nothing but spam Poison Creeper on like two monsters, and that eats up the whole season? Probably not. So, there has to be a bit of there's no like objective metric. I think like there needs to be somewhere where I draw the line, and well, I haven't tried Blaze, so I have no idea if it would actually be a build where I would like cave in, but I would probably just admit defeat before I start sweating profusely. I would just be like, nah, man, no, fuck this. Like, it's kind of like when I did my D2R night, right? Like, I was playing Hammerden, I walked into Wave 2, I'm like, okay, guys, nope, that's it for me. I'm sorry, like, I'm not gonna do it. Like, it might seem disappointing, but that's just the reality. Um, Westro Coaster, his to-do list wraps around Earth 69 times, all written in size 7 Comic Sans. Well, that's not entirely inaccurate. Yes, it is a very long to-do list. The other thing I wanted to say too, with regards to Blaze, is that I I'm not really, even though it's on my to-do list, it's not really like how do I put this? It's not really something that is close to the top, if that makes sense. I mean, this might come as a disappointment in some ways, but like I would probably start sweating more about it if it was like the next, like, like if next season that's what I'm playing, then oh man, that would be something to be jittery about. But no, I think that that's like so low on the priority list because that sounds so unfun that I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon. Anyone got spare spirit in shield? I threw mine. I can pay Lem. I don't know if I have a spare monarch actually. I think I might have used or used or tossed them out. Well, just not pick them up, I guess. Give me a sec, Zivko. I tossed all of them to newcomers. No, I feel that. Forgot to hold one for me? Right. Oh, whoops. It's the wrong game. You got a monarch? Oh, right. There you have it then. Alright, so yeah, somebody was... Yeah, I was looking for a tier rune, so I gave that over to him. Westroad, I got a monarch, do you? Yeah, that would be, I guess, appreciated for Zivko if you were willing to fork it over. Well, no sockets. Well, the sockets part we can kind of sort out. It's just the monarch itself. You'd probably just toss you another monarch once we find one in hell or whatever. Let me take a look. Do I have any other oh shit, no, hold on, I'm trolling. I actually do have monarchs. It's just on a different mule. Okay, there you go. Yeah, here it is. This is the, DD. I can Sokka. No, I got tons of Sokka quests. Here, Zivko. Here's the Monarch. I'm guessing you need a Sokka quest though, right? If you need a Sokka quest, well, I mean, I presume you need a Sokka quest. So if I just switch over to one of the characters that I like put together for my walkthrough with Wes, then yeah, I think we should be all good. Okay, let's see. Did I run the Sokka quest? I didn't do the Sokka quest on this guy. Seems like a huge mistake. All right, hold on a second. Let me Sokka quest it. Like again, I just think it makes more sense to do that. You got. I know you have Sokka quest, but I'd rather you save that Sokka quest for like. I'd rather you save that Sokka quest for something that you actually should be burning the Sokka quest on, because right now, well, yeah, I got all these characters lying around, and it feels pretty fucking stupid to not use them for you. Oh, shit. Okay, whatever, close enough. There, done. Okay. Go to Larzuk for your reward. DD, was it? Oh, cool. Just taking a second here. Coaster wrote, I have a special request for you that I will send you in DMs. You can look it up after the stream. Okay, sure. Sounds good. Monarch. I'm gonna Sokka this. I can't pay harder than love. Dude, just keep it, man. It's fine. It's chill. Westro, can you have infinite characters on one account looking to make mules? So, you can have up to... You can have up to 18. I believe it's... No, it's either 18 or 16. I can never remember between D2R and Slash, but yeah, you can have up to 18 characters or 16 characters on Slash. I think the limit's 18 though, on one account. Although again, as I mentioned before, if you do make a mule on one of your accounts, then you're logging onto it to access a different character on the same account will boot you off. So just look out for that. That's way more than I had planned. Okay, well you're good then. I got tons of I have at this point like 2 characters or 2 accounts. Well, actually no, I'm going on. Well, I have 2 full accounts worth of characters, mules for this season alone. So I need a lot. And D2R, I'm also a massive hoarder. So yeah, 18 characters is not enough for me. If I'm actually taking a season seriously. So, it's nice to have, even if the stash space on one character is smaller, it's nice still having, functionally unlimited stash space. Do I have that full am? I probably do. Give me a second. Okay, after I hook you up with your spirit, Zivko, I'd love to do some runs with you, but I actually want to take a short break, if that's alright with you, and then we can actually get started on the bales when I get back in, let's say 5 minutes. Is that okay? Yeah, just gonna BRB real quick, and yes, okay, cool. I'm excited. I'm actually pretty excited to do bail runs with you. I'll go buy some more sweets from shop. Okay, sounds good. Cheat on your diet. Alright, cool. Alright. Yeah, sounds good. Alright. I'll catch you in a bit. See you guys all in about 5 minutes. Alright, stay tuned. Oh, sorry. Do you need a towel too? I was just hopping off here. Okay, cool. There you go. There's your towel room. BRB, 5 minutes. Alright, sorry guys. That took a bit longer than I'm expected, but I'm back. Zivko, you put Thull or Lem into your Monarch? Are you serious? Are you still around? Zivko wrote, I've done the D2, wasted the Lem. Wow, okay, dude. Sure, whatever you say. Okay, well, whenever Zivko comes back, I can help rectify the mistake. I have spares, obviously. Uh, Zivko actually posted the the Monarch. Here, you guys can check it out real quick. Let me just... Yeah. Take a look at this one. Freaking Talthol or Oh, that's good. Yeah, well, anyway. Wasted the Lem. Alright, I gotta get back to doing my runs, I think, in a second. Yeah, you're back, you went to go touch grass? Yeah, totally valid, totally understandable. Okay, so you got the Hell Rune. I'm gonna give you the Ort, the Am, Tal Thull, right? Here's Thull. And... Do I really have 0 Tals on this guy? Crazy. Okay, well, shit. I guess I'm all out of rouse that, or... Guess I'm all out of Tals. Rune XIB. There you go. Maybe this guy's got one. Let's take a look. I'd be very surprised if I didn't have a Tal. Yeah, there you go. There's a Tal. Yeah, no, I'm good. Tal, Full, or M. Cool. Problem solved. Alright. Hold on. Let me take a look at one other thing. Oh yeah, no, this guy's still here. I guess he just never bothered to remake the game and whatnot. Anyway, yeah, I'm hoping that you don't make this mistake a second time. 31. I'm gonna guess 31 on this. 35! Wow. Okay then. GG. Sacrifice the Lem to get this Monarch for the 35 roll, yeah. Okay. Alright, that's pretty amazing. Okay. You want this jewel? Let me take a look. No, I'm good, but thank you though. I don't need that. I am getting a little tired. Okay. You're good, right? You have your Spirit Monarch. And just out of curiosity, do you need a 35 Spirit Monarch? That's pretty crazy. Freaking rolling a 35 Spirit Monarch right off the bat, or right off the rip. No, I don't care about FCR. Yes, I would appreciate a swap if you're okay with that. Yeah, give me a second. Thank you. Thank you, thanks. Yeah, in all seriousness, yeah, that's actually very much appreciated. If you really don't need the FCR at all. Okay, there we go. Nice, nice. Swapped, and yeah, there we go. Now I have, I mean, trading, swapping it 1-for-1 with Zivko Spirit Monarch. I mean, you're kind of getting ripped off on this, though, I will say. But, I don't know. Maybe we could call it the Spirit Tax or something for, I don't know. I don't know. Like, let me know if you ever need it back. Let me know if you ever need it back, okay? Like, for real. I feel kind of bad yoinking this. Let's kill some Bale. Okay, cool. Let's do that. Alright, cool, cool. Let me start making the game then. One sec. Or let me get my boxes up in order. Okay. One second here. Hold on a second. It's supposed to be this guy. What's the plan, P8? My intention was indeed to do P8, yeah. Yeah, my plan was definitely to do P8 bales. That was kind of what I was thinking. Yeah. I just need a second to load up my boxes. Didn't think I'd be doing this today. Kind of scary because these guys have 2.5 million gold each on them, so this will be troublesome. Okay. I'm gonna title the game HBale-1. Whenever you're ready, you can join. It's a pub game. I don't think anybody will join, aside from just you and I, but I figure I might as well open the floor to... Oh, shit. I just remembered. I'm supposed to teleport it before I bring in my boxes. Okay. Hold on a sec. Where the hell's the game? Okay. I made the game with my other characters, so I'm just gonna back out. And then I'll start teleporting. Sorry, just give me 2 seconds. 1 sec. Alright, sorry about that. I'm good. Ready to go. Okay. Yeah. Let me start teleporting. What the hell? Okay, so how close are you to level 90, Zivko? I'd love to do more etal, or how does it call it, etal bales. I'd like to do more like P8 bales in the days to come, but I don't know what my schedule is going to be like in the coming days. Pretty far? I see. So you just got here. Gotcha. Okay, well. Yeah, alright. Let me start bringing my boys in. HBale-1, HBale-1. Yeah, no, my Merc is still good. It's taken a little bit to kill everything, but that's sort of to be expected. Okay, I think I'm gonna try to do pretty chill runs on this one. I'm just gonna bring all my boxes and I'll keep them all relatively close to the throne room. I think that's just what's best in this case. Let me get my Merc up and running here. Okay, cool. This guy's good. This guy can provide console. Oh yeah, you have CTA. Sweet. I'm gonna get the cleansing guy next. Oh yeah, I'm still using the stupid Gavel of Pain. Alright, well that's fine. I can... Oh shit. Ow, dude, what the... Well, that's painful. Alright, there you go. That makes 2. And then... there we go. Okay. Oh, I don't actually have don't have a Merc active yet. Give me a second. There we go. Okay, cool. Got all my Bale bots up and going. And I can provide some cleansing. Pog, yes sir. Got some good old cleansing in the house. Okay, there you go. You can see you have all the Bale bots with us. So now the big guy is hitting for... Merc's hitting for 17.4k damage. Well, I guess 18k damage when he's not decrept. Wow, no, that's pretty good. Then yeah, my guy hits 8.3, sweet. Yeah, alright, time to start spamming some shockwave. I think that should be good. With non-ev, I see. Alright, let's see if I can run with this. I kind of wonder if using this, what is it called? Gavel of Pain is the way to go on some of these waves. I just need to cast it once, right? I've never actually used this for Bale waves. There you go. I mean, I know that Reaper's Toll will proc on some of them every now and then, but this is still pretty amazing, I would say. Ayo, Malrune. Take Mal. We can call it payment for... We can call it payment for the 45, or 35 Spirit Monarch, although even that feels like underpay. Yeah, you should just take the Mal. Your sacrifice with the Lemon was not in vain. Okay, so our agreement, I believe, was that I would skip Bale, I believe. Yeah, I'm gonna skip Bale on this, and then I will keep going. Oh, right, I need to refill my staff, though. You have no use for Mal at all? Okay, then. I mean, like, you could use it to buy shit, though, right? Like, I can hold on to it here, but, like, yeah, there's gotta be something you should be able to buy with it, I feel like. Okay, next game's up, but let me start teleporting first, and then I can... Oh, shit. Did I take it? Because I... Oh, yeah, no, I took it. I have the Malrune. I took it on my, I took it on one of my Paladins. I think the Hammerden. Or, no. Well, it can't be the Hammerden. I made the next game. One of my Paladins took it, though. So, there's that. Also, earlier, West Road tired, isn't it like 1 p.m.? Yeah. So. Oh. Actually, hold on. I can actually, hit them with good old amplify damage. There you go. Okay. And I could actually recharge, like, it's annoying to have to do, but I could totally recharge I could actually recharge Gavel of Pain between the Bale waves. Interesting. Oh. Okay, cool. Now, I bring the other guys in. H-Bale 2, H-Bale 2. And... yeah, I'm just gonna provide cleansing here. I just wish, again, that the Bale bot setup worked the way that I intended for it to, initially, but I guess just have to make do with what I have here. What the hell? Yo, that desync is crazy, though. Like, what? Alright, here you go. Okay, flawless Ruby. Clearly you just need more plus aura skillers for your paladins for bigger aura size? Yes. Yes, that's clearly the problem. I obviously need more than 63 yards or 68 yards on my paladins to get the most out of it. Yep, that's what's missing. That'll do it. Okay. Back to town then. It's annoying having to do this between waves, but, I mean, the Hydras are just sitting there spewing fire bolts anyway, so what does it matter? There we go. Yeah, as soon as they get amped, they just get, like, straight up one-shotted. It's kind of amazing. Alright, and then the last wave. Wait, Oh, one of the mercs actually died. Whose merc was that? Oh, it was, D4's. Or the, Fenrir D. I think it should be fine, though. Alright. I don't think it makes too much of a difference here. H-Bale 3. Oh wow, that's a lot of flares. Hot damn. Yeah, being able to fight all those flares would have been great. Okay, well there you have it then. Heart of Wolverine, I'm gonna go into wear bear form, and I think I'm pretty much good. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna back out for a second so I can bring the other boxes real quick. Okay, there we go. This is a good time for me to grab my merc back. Yep, there we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, just gonna stun lock him, and then... Oh, there we have it. Alright. It's looking pretty good. How's the XP looking like for you, Zivko? I'm guessing that's probably pretty decent, right? Correct me if I'm wrong on that, of course. 3.5% per run. I see. Okay. That's a good thing, right? Okay, well, I messed up so I don't actually have my amp damage for this one. Oh, well, yeah, my guy has decrept, so I'm good. The one merc that isn't decrept, I presume, is mine. Or that isn't, like, frozen, because he's got cannot be frozen, would be the one that I own on the main druid. Okay. Come on, come on. Amp. Yeah, look at those hits. Just instantly go down. Yeah. Well, this was supposed to be how fast runs were gonna go on P8 if the bail bots worked as intended. Just kind of unfortunate the way it turned out. Yeah. Alright. Stolen skin extra strong. Hold on a second. Oh. Shit. Oh, okay, well this works. Just had to wait for them to die. Alright, great. You said 3.5% per run, so... yeah, maybe up to run 10? I feel like 10 runs would be good in total. Or how long do you want to go on for? I was thinking of doing 10 runs. I feel like 10 runs would be a good amount. Tomorrow, perhaps, I can do more, but, yeah, just feeling a bit tired today. I could be 20 to 30 minutes max. Okay, well, you know, 10 runs actually works out pretty nicely for the two of us then. Oh, shit. Totally forgot to put up my Oak Sage. So, there you go. 10 runs perfect? Okay, cool. 10 runs it is. Well, I mean, 10 runs including the, like 10 runs total, I meant. Like, including the ones that we've already done, and the one that I'm on right now. Yeah. But that does come out to about 20 minutes anyway. Alright, game's up. Yeah. Like I said, though, I'm actually really eager. Like, I'm actually really hyped to play for... I'm really hyped to play for, like, to actually grind to level 95. The main reason I haven't grinded to level 95 is just because I wanted to get at least Faith Bow before I did that. That was the goal. I mean, partially for the Bail bot setup, but also because I just feel like it would make a lot of sense to do so. Yeah, and the 95 was going to be potentially how I ended off this season, but at this rate, that's just not going to happen. Like, I'm going to end up, like, it's easier for me to grind out XP like this than it is for me to, like, find a jaw rune at this rate. It's actually so ridiculous. Okay, there you go. Now I can get started here. I mean, like, yeah, wave 1's already down, but, yeah, I mean, wave 1 is, like, very little XP. Wave 2 is the one that I was a little concerned about. Nice, nice. Runic Talons. What do we got here? Okay, there. Good old amp. Alright. How many more? Oh, I have enough for 1 amp charge here. Flawless Skull. I can take that, I guess. Are you running Conviction? No. No. For this one, I'm just maximizing my damage output. So I'm running Fanat Concentration and Cleansing. Yeah, if you want, I can switch it, though. Like, that's fine. I don't know if it... Well, I mean, these guys are clearing it pretty nicely. That's kind of... I figured it would be good just leave it as is. Oh, Cloak of Shadows. No, it's fine. Runs are fast. Gotcha. Yeah, that's how I feel at least, too. Are all my mercs still alive? Yes, good they are. Yeah. Yeah, no, the runs are pretty fast, I will say. Yeah, no, I'm just like looking at my XP bar. It really will. I really will reach 94 at this rate before I find my jaw rune, I feel like. Because I'm like actively trying to do these, I'm like actively trying to do Trav runs. That's like the main activity for me right now. And I still am managing to farm XP faster, like, grinding out XP to 95 is still going faster than accumulating wealth, it feels like. Oh, shit. I kind of messed this up. Okay, there. Yeah. Shit. Why? Okay, let me get this guy out of here. Alright, time to get started. Oh. Cool. Yeah. One of the other things I wanted to mention is that, yeah, like, in future seasons, like, I don't know, this is one of the reasons why, for me, sometimes I don't really want to play around with so many boxes. Like, you know, originally I was going to play this character entirely on its own when when I first came up with, when I first sort of came up with the idea of doing, ladder reset summoning druid start, right? Like, I remember that one season I couldn't stream for you guys, I probably would have just run that one particular character. But then, I came up with this, like, Bail bot setup. Sec, my mouse died? Okay, no worries. I'll just start clearing then, and then, I will make sure that you're in when I try to do wave 1. I can also do, like, a full reset on my charges and whatnot, too, in the meantime. Okay. Okay. Cool. Now I can bring the other guys in here. There you are. Doing a full reset here of all of my, well, everything I've got. Alright. Nice. Alright, gonna get an amp off and go in here. Anyway, so what I was trying to say earlier is that, you know, sometimes I tried, or in a lot of seasons in the past, I used to try to play it on just one box alone, right? This is definitely a season where I am using multiple boxes, but that was mainly because I was thinking of, like I spent a great bit of time, oh, wow, that's an interesting find, actually. Gonna keep that one as a trophy. Yeah, like, I spent a great bit of time, like, showing this character and proving that it can handle everything, like, on Players 1 or Players 8 by itself. I think I even grinded all the way out to, like, either level 89 or 90, just entirely using its own sort of set of skills, right? I didn't try to whip out the hammer. Like, I whipped out the Hammerdin to go and farm on the side while I was playing this. While I was playing this character, you know, elsewhere, like doing like bail runs, basically doing bail runs and Travs at the same time. Like I did a few runs of that, but by and large, like a lot of the farming I've been doing on this character was entirely on the one character itself, like just on the druid. And the thing is, like part of the main reason why I wanted to have all these other boxes was because I wanted to have this like whole bail bot setup, right? I was saying, but I'm kind of thinking to myself that yeah, like in future seasons, well, yeah, like this is like having all these bots helping me, or well, I call them bots, but having all these auras helping me is kind of like it makes my character significantly stronger than what it would be able to accomplish by itself. You know, granted, at the cost of a little bit of XP, but still, the runs just go like ridiculously faster compared to if I were soloing it. And I think that for me, I don't like to do this on the regular. Like, it is really fun to be able to showcase this setup this season, but I think that I only really like to showcase this setup, or I only really like to use multiple boxes like this if I'm pushing for XP specifically, or like trying to maximize XP gain, or show something weird that can only be done with like multiple boxes. You know, like the 4-box, 4 summoning druid setup that I've done in the past, stuff like that, right? The reason I'm mentioning that is like in the future, yeah, I'm hoping that I won't be doing this sort of thing where I have all my boxes. Like, it feels like if the game feels significantly easier having all the boxes, like having all the boxes available in the game, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. I kind of prefer having it such that I'm only using my one character, but I also don't want my runs to take forever if I can avoid it in this case, right? Like here I have the means to, you know, like bring in all my boxes and make the runs a lot faster in this case, so I'm going to do that. But otherwise, I would like to be able to, I guess, play one character solo whenever I can. Because otherwise it becomes, like, things become too easy. Like, I remember I played, like, my Fire Claws Druid, and I was already one-shotting most players in, like, Players 1. But if I threw on, like, a Conviction Pally on top of that, then all of a sudden I'm, like, hitting for, you know, like, triple the damage or something like that, right? Like, I don't know. I love having the option to multi-box for sure, but I'm like, man, it makes the game so much easier. Not to say I'm not enjoying it being a lot easier, but I'm like, I actually still prefer it being like more challenging usually. Hey, 3 cold skills amulet, very nice. Yeah, because I was like, by the way, did I watch the Dota 2 International? Nah, I didn't end up. It was too late. Neither. It wasn't too late for me to watch it, but I just wasn't. I ended up vetoing it. Um, yeah, yeah. I just ended up vetoing it. Just not. Oh wow, 2 lightning skills, 3 lightning mastery. Oh, that's cute. Grand final game, absolute cinema. Oh, serious? Oh wow. Well, okay. Maybe I should go take a peek at that then. At some point. Probably not gonna have a chance to do it today, but I know that. Well, I mean, Dota is. Sometimes they actually have some pretty amazing games here and there, right? Okay. Here we go. Anyway, yeah. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind about it, but I'm just like thinking about it, right? Like last season, I didn't actually use additional boxes to boost my chance sork. I had like a summoning druid on the side to farm, but you know, I wasn't using it to actively pump up my sork. The season before, I had the unblockable Boazon. Now that one I used other characters for, but I mean that was kind of in line with how the build sort of functions, I guess. Like I actually do need. Oh, BO expired. I see. Yeah, I actually do need to have like Conviction Pally and well, no, I mean the build can like that build was able to function on its own, but like if I'm like going to be running Bales and trying to maximize my XP gain, I definitely want to have Conviction Paladin and Enchant Sword for that setup. I don't know. Oh, okay, cool. Can get going next game. Yeah, the runs are like consistently giving like 0.75% XP. It's nice. It's actually not too bad. I feel like once you get used to doing like 0.75, so basically I need to do like a little more than 100 Bale runs with this setup. Although, as I've shown before, if I kind of tweaked it just a little bit, I could get 1% per run instead of like 0.75% per run. So, I don't know. Yeah. And if I could do like a proper P8, like a player's 8 game where I can get all the XP to myself, you know. I don't know, that's like something to try in a future season. It'd be great to be able to like do that setup I was talking about where I have all of my aura bots hanging around, but then no, ouch. Yeah, it'd feel pretty nice to have all my aura bots hovering around while I'm using like a ranged attacker, like I'm thinking like Boazon or something, and then I can like there I can actually loot all the XP for myself. Like that'd be like a lot of fun to actually show what that would look like in practice. I think there I'm getting like what 1.25% XP per run instead of the 0.75% I'm getting right now. So that would be like what less than 100 runs. That's like 70 runs. Damn. I don't know. There's like crazy ways to play around with all this. That's kind of exciting. Like actually having like the aura bots, or just having like different combinations on multi-boxing. Um, yeah. So I don't know. It's fun, kind of like going back and forth, I guess too. Anyway, I'm just rambling at this point. I'm just like thinking about like just reflecting on how this season I've been using these additional characters, and how in some seasons I don't actually bother to use them at all. And then also potentially next season. I haven't really decided how that's going to work either. Alright. Interesting. You can inspect Valkyrie, but not Shadowmaster. Seriously? Even like pressing the 8 key, it doesn't work for you. Okay, the unique ring, nice. Which key? It was 0? Oh, sorry, you're right, it was 0. 0 is correct, actually, my mistake. 8 is, the character stat sheet screen. I forgot all about that. Okay, there we go. Ah, freaking Reaper's Toll activated. Nature's Peace, come on. Alright. I'm thinking Dwarf Star on this one, okay? Who knows, maybe this one will be for West. 3, 2, 1. And bam! Oh! Whoa! 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 Not gonna lie, I did not expect that. I did not see that one coming. Wow. For me? Well, I thought you wanted Dwarf Stars. No, man. No SOJ. Oh no, the horrors. Ah. Yo, do you want this? Zivko. I don't mind passing it over to you, if you need this. Because, well, I mean, like, still, I feel like I haven't actually paid back for the 35 Spirit Monarch. I feel like that would kind of even things out. I don't know who can use that. I could fucking use it. You could use it too, right? Okay. Well, that's something, I guess. Throne. So this is BK. Wait, what LL was it? You're strong enough for P1. Right, I see. Okay, interesting. Well, I would want to use it to finish off my character. 3LL BK. 3LL BK. This was, Throne. Okay. Yeah, all caps for that one, too, of course. Wow. Wow. What a find, dude. What a find. Did not expect that one. Okay. Cool. Yeah, well, I don't know if anyone will be able to buy this BK, but still. Zivko wrote, actually, I haven't seen BK in a while. Same here, actually. Well, I mean, granted, I haven't seen SOJs either, but besides the point, I suppose. Oh, Mantled. Fair. Wow. In these runs, we found, like... I also found a Malrune. I totally forgot to chart that down as a drop. Malrune, also from Throne. So that's looking pretty good. Wow. Oh, damn. Maybe these Bale Waves aren't as bad as I thought for getting loot. Maybe I should just be farming this instead of doing, yeah, maybe I should actually just be running Bales instead of farming Trav at this rate. I wanted to do 1,000 runs though. I did actually want to commit to doing 1,000 runs. It would be nice to really have that under my belt. I don't think I've actually ever done, like, successfully done a season where I've done all of yeah, where I've actually completed like 1,000 Trav runs. I always start 1,000 Trav runs. I never actually finish it. Granted, 1,000 runs is quite a bit for me, but yeah. Oh wow, totally forgot to not bring in my boxes, so I had to port them out. Zivko wrote, "You still doing hold on. You still doing 1,000 Bale runs with your crushing blows on, crushing boas on?" Right, yes, exactly. I mean, that's supposed to be a work in progress, too, to some extent, right? Like, well, I guess the difference, though, is my Crushing Boson, I think, had more MF than what I have right now, but still, it would be nice to have... The thing is, I I mean, I don't think I'm ever gonna get to 1,000 bail runs with my crushing Boazon at this point, but she did. I think she successfully managed to do 250, right? So if I did 250 with this guy, and then 250 with the next guy, and then 250 with the last one, then yeah, we actually have a pretty good. You know, we'd actually have like a full 1,000 runs. But of course, I've only done the first 250. And I don't even remember what MF value I used for that. And of course I have to actively be killing Bales for this. Although, actually this build I think kills Bale faster than... I feel like this build kills it faster than the Crushing Boazon did, to be honest. Although, I mean, part of the problem was with the Crushing Boazon I couldn't get the double bird bow. Otherwise, yeah, it would have gone down like super fast, right? What the hell? I'm like on cleansing. I don't know how my paladin is dying. Okay. Two to Hydra. Alright. Well, looking pretty good. I think you only gave conviction to the Amazon. No. The Amazon I used to give myself BO and Chant. Yeah, that was my setup, or my previous 4-box setup, I remember. I wouldn't forget that. This guy has 2 more ores. Oh, I see. No. No, it's totally different. There, I used Conviction plus Chant. Conviction plus Chant is pretty standard. Like, that's a 4-box setup that you can't really go wrong with, right? It's just that I thought that it would be kind of fun to do something a little different, because how often do you see, I'm sure there's been somebody who's tried it on Slash, but it's not every day that you get, you know, you get like a 4-box setup where the point of the 4-box setup is to run all of these aura bots, you know, to aura farm with these guys. I don't know, I had to make that pun, but yeah, it's quite an unusual thing. So, no, indeed, this guy does have 2 more auras. You are correct about that. But on the flip side... Okay, there we go. Nice. Even if this guy has 2 more auras, the other character, or like the Crushing Boazon, did have 2 other characters backing her up too, like, to be fair. And also, like, to maximize damage, that Crushing Boazon only really needed 1... aura, really, and that was Conviction. I guess hypothetically, what I could have also done is do like an amp necro, right? I think ZZZ and I have talked about that before. Like, ZZZ's preferred setup is he has like a Curses necro. I think he has a Chance Sork, and his last one usually is, I think it's a BO Barb, if I remember right. And the main idea, which makes logical. Oh shit! Hold on a second. Almost died there. Yeah, the main idea there is that he doesn't actively have to control any of the boxes. It's just there for pre-buffing, right? It's there for pre-buffing and for debuffing, and that's it, right? Whereas with Conviction Pally, you have to actively be there to make sure it stays alive, and you have the party, unparty, that kind of stuff. Whereas, like, Curse's Necro, you just leave it there. Isn't upping amp only more radius? Let's see. Yes, you are. Well, more radius. Like, okay. If we're talking about amplified damage, it increases the radius and duration. So imagine this, right? You're playing a Curses Necro, like an amp damage Necro. Sorry, you're playing a Necro. You have a level 1 amp. You amp like 1 monster at a time with a level 1 amp, or the duration is only 4 seconds, right? It's going to wear off very quickly. But then if you boost it to a high enough level, all of a sudden the curses last a lot longer, and you only need to cast it once, like, to hit every monster on the map. And I think that that's why when ZZZ did his 4-box setup, he used like, again, I don't want to like talk on his behalf, he'd probably do a better job. Like, I'm like trying to paraphrase, but I might be inaccurate in some regards. But the gist of how he was playing it was that he had his Chansork. How do I put this? Hold on a sec. Yeah. Yeah, he has his Chansork, so he'll like pre-buff the Merc and uh, well, yeah, basically the Merc, and then he has his BO, and then he also has curses present for if he needs to like mass curse with something. That's what I remember, but again, I could be misremembering. Maybe it was like a conviction paladin or something that he used in place of the Chansork. Maybe I don't know. Because his main character was also a Sork. Like, I think it was Blizz Sork that he would usually pull. Well, I don't even know, actually. I feel like that setup was for Sork specifically, but I'm sure there were or, yeah, that was for Sork specifically, but I don't know. I remember he actually tried the other classes. Like, he did Javazon, he did Paladin. So I don't know if he used the same setup for the other classes or what. Or if he even bothered using other boxes. I don't know. It's interesting. There's definitely a lot of like. That's one reason I like playing on Slash. There's like so many different possibilities. Fade plus cleansing. Yeah, it's basically like instantaneous. You get cursed and it comes off immediately. It's like what 70, like I'm just gonna say 90%, yeah, 0.1% curse duration. Like cleansing itself reduces by like 90%. I think fade is like 70% ish around there. So yeah, no, I'm not surprised that it wears off like instantaneously, pretty much. Nice, easy, easy runs. All right, we're almost on run 10. Yeah, no, good stuff. All right. Anyway, yeah, I just love gushing about how the how fun for boxing is. There's like a lot of possibilities. I feel like a lot of these well, yeah, no, there's definitely a lot of possibilities. Like right off the bat, I think the intuitive option for most people is BO Barb, understandably, of course. But of course, there's like lots of other things you can do too, right? Like one of the biggest weaknesses for, well, one of the biggest drawbacks, like an early game Windy Druid, is that you have a lot of damage, but you don't have like a source of decrep or amp damage. But you can completely negate that even with like a level 1 Necro. Just put 1 point amp damage. That's better than like pretty much any item that can give you amp in the entire game. So. This is my third season playing on Slash. I've never heard of anyone making grief. Right. Or any melee type build. Yeah, that's, again, because it is your third season playing on Slash. In the past, we used to have a lot more people who were actually quite keen on making melee type characters. There used to be a guy who was pretty big on Barb. I believe the guy's name was Good Grief. He was a big fanatic of barbarians. Particularly, his specialty was Frenzy Barb. In fact, he loved Frenzy Barb, and I remember he was a huge advocate for opening up with Lawbringer over like double. I can't remember what it was. Like most people will do like double like lightsaber or something, and he was like, no, that's wrong. You should be doing like Lawbringer, and it sort of makes sense. Like you get Sanctuary Aura, or you get like Decrep. It's pretty massive help depending on what area you choose to farm. So he had like a whole thing going behind that. Like he had a whole strategy planned out for his Frenzy Barb. Like he loved that shit. I think there was also another guy, Gooznarg. Gooznarg, that is about as Barb a name as you can get, I guess. He was pretty big on playing Barb too. I mean, he played Sork first primarily. He was a very like efficiency-oriented player, if I recall correctly. But yeah, how defense it lowers with Sanctuary? It's an excellent question. So the way Sanctuary works, it works a little differently as compared to other ways of reducing resistances. What it does is if you're going up against a monster, if their physical resistance, is above 0, then it will be treated as 0 by the one wielding the Sanctuary Aura. Yeah, then there is some nuance behind how it works too. So for example, like if And this is only against undead, by the way. This is purely against undead. The Sanctuary Aura is completely ineffective in every way against non-undeads, against like demons and animal-type monsters. So it's worthless, right? But if you're going up against undead, then you get like, as long as you wield Sanctuary Aura, you treat those monsters, like undead monsters, as if they have a physical resistance of 0. So for example, if you're a Whirlwind Barb and you hit, oh, I don't know, let's say like ghosts in Arcane Sanctuary, right? Or like ghosts in Arcane Sanctuary are traditionally physical immune, but they would actually be treated as having 0 physical resistance. So in a way, it works even better than Amplified Damage or Decrepify if you're going up against these undead type monsters. But on the flip side, if the monster already has less than 0% 0% physical resistance or lower, then it's actually useless. So it removes on-screen message immune to physical. No, it doesn't remove it. It will just like your skills will basically take effect as if immune to physical wasn't actually there on the screen. Does that make sense? So like, yeah, like, let's say that you're playing a Barb with Lawbringer, and I need to recharge this thing. Yeah, let's say you're playing a Barb with Lawbringer, and I'm playing, oh, I don't know, a Zeal, maybe not that one. Oh yeah, a Boazon, right? Well, when you do your attack, you'll be able to ignore their physical resistance with your Sanctuary Aura, but I don't have, like, but the thing is, that doesn't apply to me. Sanctuary Aura only works for its wielder. It's not like Amplified Damage in that regard, right? Amplified Damage will work for everybody in the party, but Sanctuary Aura is only just for the person who actually has Sanctuary Aura active. So there's some implications behind this, and yeah, there's quite a few implications behind this. Like, you can't, for example, put on Lawbringer's Sword on your Act 5 Merc and then expect that you yourself will suddenly be able to go and farm ghosts as a freaking Barbarian or as a Zon or something, okay? Unfortunately, that's not how it works. But on the flip side, if you're playing like a Paladin, for example, then you could... like, if you're playing a Paladin and you have Sanctuary Aura, then, you yourself could start farming, like, a physical immune monster, but then your Merc would not be able to do damage to that same physical immune monster, okay? You get that idea? So there you go. That's how a Lawbringer works. Oh, one other detail I should point out. Intuitively, Lawbringer's physical resistance, like, ignores physical resistance, I can call it that, essentially. Ignoring physical resistance on Sanctuary Aura isn't actually tied to the radius of that aura. As long as, so, for example, if your Sanctuary Aura was, oh, I don't know, let's say like 1 yard, right? Yeah, if your Sanctuary Aura was just like 1 yard, but then let's say you were using, oh, I don't know, let's say like javelins or something, and you were to actively throw javelins at a melee monster that's like 2 screens away, you would still be able to ignore their physical resistance completely. So, yeah, there's a lot of very interesting conditions surrounding how Lawbringer works. Well, sorry, not Lawbringer, but Sanctuary. I have to make that distinction because there are, like if you're playing a Paladin, right, you actually have access to Sanctuary Aura outright. So you could totally do, like, a ranged Sanctuary build. You could do a melee Sanctuary build, right? Like, there's a lot of ways to play around with Sanctuary, but of course the big limitation is you can only use it on undead-type monsters. Granted, most monsters that are physical immune tend to be undead. There are exceptions to that. There's obviously the flies or swarms from Act 2, but, well, you get the idea. Zivko, are you done here? I had one more game up that I was going to run. Yeah, while I'm, like, yapping, but, yeah, after this I think I'm going to go. I think this is a good stopping point. Just gonna do a couple housekeeping. Yo, you're done? Okay, cool, cool. Well, I'll just do this one for fun then, and then I will call it for the day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. In fact, since I've already gone through the trouble of setting it all up, I'll even do this. Well, thank you for the run, Zivko. It was a pleasure. Got a nice little BK and Mallorin out of it too, and huge help on the Spirit Monarch, so much appreciated on that. Kudos to you. Always, hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing more if you're good for it, like tomorrow. Well, I can't promise a stream tomorrow, okay? I can't promise a stream tomorrow. Like today, I did say that I was gonna do a stream today. I'm glad I was able to do it, but yeah, tomorrow I might be busy with other stuff. I'm not sure yet. I'll have to wait and see. So, yeah, I'm not gonna make any promises for tomorrow, unfortunately. But yeah, we'll be. Hold on a second, I just realized, how far does this fanaticism really reach out to? I guess I can't really make it go all the way out to the mound, huh? Okay, well, there's limitations there for Sanctuary Aura then, sadly. Always, sometimes your streams are ungodly EU hours. I'm so sorry, man. I'm old dude now. 10 p.m. is bedtime for me. I mean, that's fair. That's you being responsible too. I respect that. But either way, like, you know, I mean, today I started as early as I was able to manage it, and yeah, I'm ending it as you're going to bed. So for the record, this stream is about as EU friendly as it gets for you, eh? Just saying. Oh shit! I should probably position myself to absorb the decrep from Bale. Okay. There you go. Nice. I'm trying to think if I missed any other details about the Sanctuary Aura, because that's like a really fun one. Oh, yeah, right. The last thing, Zivko, I feel like you were around when I demoed it. I think it was like 2 seasons ago. But it doesn't have to be a melee type build that uses Lawbringer. Like, you can also use it on a Windy Druid, and in the future, I'd love to have a season where I kind of... Well, this is why I have an obsession with Windy Druid too, right? Like, ever since I found out that you can actually use Sanctuary Aura on Lawbringer, or off of Lawbringer on a Windy Druid, right? Because it's physical type damage. It's all types of physical damage. It doesn't have to be melee. A lot of people will just assume that, oh, well, it's, you know, this aura is for like melees specifically, but no. Like, you could totally use Lawbringer on caster type characters too. Like, you could hypothetically use it on a Necro, right? And then, well, if you're farming some sort of area where there's a lot of undead, and then you could use lower res instead of amp. That is like another possibility you could do too. So yeah, Lawbringer is pretty cool. Of course, you say Lawbringer, but I think it's Sanctuary Aura. The reason I'm making that distinction is because, you know, it's not just Lawbringer that gives Sanctuary Aura. There is also... Oh shit. Yeah, it's not just Lawbringer that gives Sanctuary Aura. There's also Azarath too. Yes, Azurblade. Azarath, that's correct. So, I'm always quite mindful of the fact that, yeah, there's all these, like, crazy, you know, there's other options for... well, I guess there's 2 options. I wish that it wasn't just those 2, though. I admit that it would have been cool if there was, like, a shield that gave Sanctuary Aura or something, but then again, that would be pretty nutty, like... Well, would it really be that crazy, though? I don't know. I don't think it would be that crazy, to be honest. But, yeah, in D2R, I'm actually using it on Merc. Oh, seriously? Oh, that's cool. The Azarath, I guess. Yeah, it's just unfortunate, though, I admit, that the Sanctuary Aura does not work on... Oh, wow. It's just a little unfortunate that Sanctuary, like, you can't inherit Sanctuary from your Merc. Otherwise, like, that would be completely busted if that was the case. But, yeah, like, there's actually so much more you can do with it, for sure. I think I've done... Oh, yeah. amp them again. Very nice. This is just with, you know, with Heart of Wolverine, not even with the other auras. I didn't actually time it. I don't know how long this run actually took, but I will say that I did get the full Player's 4's worth of XP, and I didn't have to distribute it to the other characters. I think they have like 0.00 or 0.01% XP each, and again, like I also kind of took a while on wave 1 because I didn't focus Colenso, so yeah, and all of that stems from just having Gavel of Pain. Gavel of Pain is actually insane for these Bale waves. I could actually technically use Gavel of Pain all the way to 99, or, well, I guess 95 in this case, at this rate. Even though, again, like, there was other alternatives I was hoping to play around with, but oh well. I suppose that'll have to be for next time. Okay, let me just cube one. Oh, I guess I can't. Huh, okay, well, so be it then. I'm just gonna leave it as is. FCR attack rating. Sure. Alright, that's good. Zivgo says, I think I've done low-budget Frenzy Barb using Lawbringer plus Azarath. Oh, actually? Huh. Oh, wow, that's actually quite interesting. I've never thought to do something like that. I actually do kind of wonder how much magic damage you really get off of that. Yeah, I've never actually seen how that looks in practice. Like, how quickly do you actually kill monsters with that sort of setup? I actually don't know. That's actually really interesting. Well, that's the end of the run. I'm level 84 now. I'm actually going to mule real quick while we wrap up our conversation. I think I have enough time to do that. And then I can kind of just chill for a bit afterward. Can handle P1 Trav. Okay, that's already pretty, probably P3. Wow, okay. I totally believe that the that a low budget Frenzy Barb, like a Frenzy Barb in general, can do, like, I feel like Barb in general can handle Trav pretty nicely just because they have BO and Warcry. So in the very worst case scenario, as long as you have like a half decent Merc, you can just, you know, you can just cast BO first, get your Merc like pretty tanky, and then you can just like stun lock monsters. Zivko wrote, I played with Berserk for a long time. Okay, and what did you find out about Berserk relative to Frenzy? You've played with Frenzy also a long time. I haven't... You know, it's funny that you think Frenzy is better. Oh, that's actually so interesting. I've never... I mean, I know there's a lot of people who love Frenzy, but I don't know if anyone's ever... Oh, hey, look, here's a ring I don't need. I don't know if anyone's ever advocated for Frenzy over Berserk. Like, just because I guess Berserk does... Well, I actually don't know. I don't know why that would necessarily be, but unique. BK. I think Frenzy Barb is just Killing Machine. Oh, interesting. You know, okay, so what I was going to say earlier is it's actually really funny to me that you talk about having played with Berserk and Frenzy for a long time, because I actually have never... I haven't actually ever started... Well, actually, no. I've never made a Berserk Barb, and I've never made a Frenzy Barb either, now that I think about it. Yeah. I've never made a Frenzy Barb or a Whirlwind Barb all this time, all the way until now. I have made a Throw Barb, the SSF McRob, right? I don't know if you were there for that season, but yeah, I have never made, yeah, I've never actually made a Frenzy Barb, believe it or not. T1000, oh yeah? Oh boy, you have so many choices for gear. Oh, I believe that. Oh, I 100% believe that. Like, yeah, I'd still go with Good Grief setup. Lawbreak, like, I trust that guy because he played, like, he was always like, he was like a Frenzy Barb fanatic, and he always carried us. Well, I wouldn't say he necessarily carried us, but he was, like, very knowledgeable about the game by the way he was playing based off of the way he was playing the barb on reset night. Like he was basically like on point like all the time, you know, like yeah, he was doing his job, like he was leaping around when he needed to. He was like never under leveled. He was never slow, you know. So Zivko said for gear, D2 original game has so many weapons made for melee. Oh yeah, that everyone just throws away nowadays. The fetid sprinkler holy water sprinkler, is that is that one of the potential weapons that you could use as a BO barb? You kinda got me interested. I think that that's a broken weapon IMO. Well, what's so good about Fetid Sprinkler? Let me take a look. I actually don't know. I that's one item that I know it when I see it. Like if I find a unique holy water sprinkler, I probably will know that it's Fetid Sprinkler. But what's so good about this? Oh shit! This has chance to cast Decrepify on striking. Wow. Okay. Didn't even know that such a. I straight up did not know that this item like that it has that as a potential, you know, thing on it. Wow, very interesting. It's a broken weapon ammo. It's for Pally mostly. It can be upgraded for more damage. Right. So, Holy Water Sprinkler upgrades into Seraph Rod, which doesn't have a unique base, but 49.5. So it's like double the damage then, right? Because this base damage on this gets. Well, yeah, it would basically be double the damage of this. So instead of 51 to 55 to 118 to 129, it'd be like 110 to like 250, swinging one hand. And then if you have like, you know, like a lot of off weapon ED, you could easily get this to at least 1,000 damage on swing minimum, before factoring in like crit chance and amplify damage and all or resistances, I guess, and whatnot. So wow, that's pretty amazing. Okay, cool. I mean, for me personally, one of my favorite items in the game in the past used to be Redeemer, but that's like an elite base, and obviously it's well, I mean it will lose out to grief, of course, but it's good while you have it, and then of course Heaven's Light too. Heaven's Light, like in the past when I was on like in BNet days, I used to love Redeemer. Nowadays, Heaven's Light is my more my cup of tea because you have crushing blow on this and two open sockets, so a lot of really fun things you can do with it. There's also Astrions, a really rare find, but has a nice little damage roll here. Of course, all these get invalidated by grief, ugh, but I mean, they're all really cool to start off with if you could get them, like compared to a grief. Zivko wrote, 1k damage can handle P1 in hell. Right, absolutely. Redeemer has massive ED for sure. But yeah, 1k damage can handle P1 in hell. Yeah, 1k damage is a lot of damage. It is a lot of damage, for sure. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm just thinking, I'm like, casters can get like 1k damage so easily. I'm just like, damn, dude. But anyway, that's besides the point. Just for melee specifically, you're starting off ladder. You're trying to make the most out of playing a melee type character. Then yeah, like 1k damage is pretty massive. Like you can do plenty with that. You might not be able to take on, let's say, like chaos or throne room super fast, but you could probably run packs and pits really easily, or AT, yeah. Zivka wrote, but my favorite combo is lightsaber plus crescent moon on frenzy. Zero synergies when it's flashy AF. Oh yeah? Um, yeah, I don't know. I think I'd be very partial to double Stormlash or double Schaefer's hammers. Yeah, here, let me see if I can find it. Schaefer's hammer. D2. Okay. Okay, yeah. Double Schaefer's hammer. 20% chance to cast static field on striking. It doesn't have crushing blow though, so I think that Stormlash would still be better in the end. But yeah, here it is, Stormlash, yeah. So Stormlash is only 15% chance to cast static field, but the difference is it also has 33% crushing blow, so you can set it up so that if you like static field the like whoever down to like 25%, or let's say like Bale, and then you can actually start whacking them with crushing blow to death. Yeah. Zivgard, I have never seen Stormlash in 25 years. Not gonna lie, neither have I. I have never encountered a Stormlash in all the time that I've played, but for some reason, when Fatty plays in a season, he'll easily find like one or two Stormlashes. It's like the I don't know. It's I mean like Fatty plays for like for optimal MFing, but still, I'm like I feel like in all these years, it would have been nice to find at least one such unique, right? But anyway, I mean, it is what it is. Cold skills. Got tons of crap here. Magic Mule. Okay. Well then. Alright. Oh, this thing too. Another FCR ring with attack rating. Talthal and Corpse Goad. I'd love to put Corpse Goad on my trophy mule, but I think my trophy mule is actually pretty full. Is there anything I can take off from my trophy mule, perhaps? Or am I completely out of luck there? Yeah, probably this one. Alright. Magic's G. Yeah, it's always fun, like, I don't know. I definitely, okay, I think it's no secret that casters are weaker. Or, sorry, casters are stronger than melee characters when starting out the game. Just in terms of raw damage numbers, and while neither one has any gear, right? But I think one of the really cool things about playing melee is that you never really know what you're going to get. Like, you really don't. You could be starting off, you get like a cruel, I don't know, phase blade, or let's say dimensional blade. You get like a cruel dimensional blade from Hell Act 5 Larzik, right, from his shop to get started. And then you do like, let's say, a dozen runs of, I don't know, Heldritch for some reason. And then he drops you a freaking, oh, I don't know, like the what's like a good mid-range unique? I don't remember the, like, oh, I got one. Juanin's Justice. Okay, set Bill. That thing has like a ton of ED. Like, the damage on it is still pretty low, but it's like, okay, well, suddenly you have an item with like 100 base damage or whatever. You can actually do quite a bit with it, right? And then, all of a sudden, if you kill like some random monster in like Hell Act 1, let's say like Underground Passage, or no, let's say Pits, for some reason, they might drop you some rare Warpike that has like 150 ED for like no reason, right? And then the next game you are playing, you might just come across a freaking Viper Fork, and Viper Fork's actually useful to you. Maybe not for Frenzy Barb, but I don't know. I just think that the progression of melee type, like physical melee type characters, is among some of the most interesting progression you could possibly have in this game. That's one reason why in the future it'd be nice to start off as, let's say, like a Zeal Barb, like, or not Zeal Barb, sorry, Zeal Paladin, because yeah, then I'd actually have to fish for like a proper weapon, since I don't really have anything to start off with. So yeah. Coaster Road, I've never seen a +4F Astrions. Well, oh, okay. I mean, I've never found an Astrions. Actually, you know what? I think I actually have found Astrions. I think I found Astrions before, but I've never found a Stormlash. It's so bizarre. Stormlash is like the Mangsong's is to Llama what Stormlash is to me. Granted, I haven't seen like Tyrael's Might or Mangsong's myself either, but like for me, like I've always wanted to find a Stormlash. It's like the one item. Like I don't care if I never find a Tyrael's. I don't care if I never find a Mangsong's. Although frankly, this season I actually could have I mean, like, they're Tyraels could have been like a really fun armor to mess around with this season or in other seasons, but I've never found a Tyraels, right? But I don't mind never finding a Tyraels, but I've found plenty, like multiple Zod runes, but I've never found Stormlash, even though I've always wanted one. To like come across one. I've actually, gotten one before, like, through somebody giving it to me or whatever, but yeah, it'd be cool to actually get it as a find. Anyway, I think I'm done here. I think that's a good place to stop. Let me actually just take a look real quick. What was the last run that I did? Kinda wanna... hold on a second. Did I miss any comments? I don't think I did. Yeah, I think it's fine. Zivko wrote, yeah, Tyraels has really useful stats. Let me look at Tyraels again really quickly. Yeah, give me a second here. Okay, let me pull up Tyrael's Might. Here it is. Alright. So this is Tyrael's Might. It's got ED, damage to demons, like 100% only. Here we go. Faster run walk, strength. All resistances cannot be frozen. I remember. I think that this one, like this combination. Oh, and it's got like 0 strength requirement either, right? And slain monsters rest in peace. Like, I feel like there's gotta be some build that can use this combination of modifiers. Like, this season, one of the biggest problems I had was that, cannot be frozen. Like, I was, like, looking for, like, a source that cannot be frozen. I was, like, looking for it in my, on my belt, or on one of my rings, or from Rhyme Runeword. If I have this, I can get the benefits of stealth, of smoke, and a Ravenfrost all in one. And I get like a crap ton of defense to go along with that too, right? Which doesn't sound that crazy at first, but in reality, right? If I go back to my druid, of course, granted, my druid is usually running around while he's in bear form, so his defense is like 0 anyway. But like, okay, it's 873 base. And then with werebear form, I get like an additional like 85%. Let's just say 100% defense for simplicity's sake. I got double defense, right? So if I had Tyrael's Might, I mean, I guess I should probably up this. But either way, like I'd be getting additional 1,000 defense on top of what I have here. Well, actually more than that even. It can go up to like 1,500. Let's just say 1,400. So 1,100 more. I'd have like 2,000 defense. And then when I go into werebear form, I'd have 4k defense, dude. Like nothing would be able to hit me. Well, okay, of course they can, but you know what I mean. Yeah, it's pretty nutty. Zivko, I played with it on Hero Editor Hero. Really? Wow. 100% damage to demon before Runeward was massive before COH. Oh, actually? Oh, that's so interesting. I wouldn't expect it to make that much of a... Actually, you know what? 100% damage to demons is actually like 50 strength when I think about it, because every point that you put into strength is... Every point that you put into strength is 2% enhanced damage, right? So actually, if I were to put 100, or if I were to put 50 points into strength, then that's 100% enhanced damage, which is the equivalent of what Tyrael's Might gives against demons in particular. So yeah, I guess that's a good point. I think that like I was kind of in my head comparing it to Laying of Hands, but like nothing really tops Laying of Hands. Like Laying of Hands makes no sense. It would honestly make a little bit more sense if it was like a unique item, but it's a freaking set item for like no reason. Anyway, yeah, Zivko wrote 100 damage to demons before Runeward was massive before COH. Right, for sure. It solved many problems with 1 armor. Right, yeah. No, that is a pretty nasty set of modifiers. The one thing it doesn't really give is cannot be faster cast rate, of course, but given all the other modifiers it gives, it's a pretty sweet, it's a pretty sweet armor. It's like, it's it's not like underrated or anything. At the end of the day, it's like way too rare for what it gives. Like given the current state of the game, right? Like by the time I ever find materials, I've never found materials, but I've made like Enigma on like multiple seasons. So, you know, yeah, it just simple reality is like, yeah, it's not gonna serve people too well, generally speaking. But I'm sure that one day, if ever I somehow magically get materials at the start of a season, then I could totally use it on like a. I could probably use it on some melee character, I guess, maybe potentially. Hold on a second. Okay, so D168. So I completed D168. I basically waited, and then I started muling stuff off. So it should be D169 nice next. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, cool. D169. I'm gonna do maybe 6 more runs so I can get to 175, and then I feel like that'll be a good number to end on, okay? So, let's do it. Is there anything else that you guys wanted to chat or ask me about? Yeah, I'll... like, this is actually perfect timing, too. I was originally going to end a little earlier, but it turns out that I am going to end right when I had originally planned to do so in the first place. Okay. Yeah, so that was run 169. I'm gonna sell my stuff and move on to run 170. I might actually fill up on gold on this guy and be ready for next time too. The one thing I will say is I just wish that I had a way to compensate for the 28 MF that I would lose if I lost out these chances, because I kind of want to sub out these chances for Trang gloves so that I don't keep no-regging my teleports. I think that a different FCR breakpoint in this particular case would fix kind of why I'm having this issue right now of... Well, yeah, I feel like having Trang gloves would get me on a different FCR breakpoint that would prevent me from no-regging my tellies so often. I think I tested that previously. And, yeah, it would certainly help to be higher FCR breakpoint. Alright, cool. Alright. Cool. There we go. Let's run 170. Hey, Billy, what's up? Billy wrote, hey, buddy, you got all-time max drop players 8? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, but if you're asking, like, yeah, Slashdiablo is perpetually on no drop 0 regardless of player count. So like the drop rates are always better than what you get on players 8, I think is what you're asking about. If it is, then yes, that's correct what you're saying there. So right now I'm farming on players 1, but every monster will drop 3 items as they would if, you know, as if it were indeed a players 8 game. Ow. Yeah, that was my question. Okay, well, there you go then. Indeed. Then indeed this is the case, as you say, that you can. That it's always players 8 here. You might not see every monster drop an item, but that is purely because easy. Okay, yes, indeed it is easy. That's because I have my loot filter on. Now, if I turn it off, suddenly, you can take a look, you can see that there's a lot more items that show up. Healing potion, scroll of ID, TP scrolls, right? Magic bearded axe, but I filtered them out, or I added them to my loot filter because I figured that those are items that I will simply never, ever want to pick up. Yeah. So, that's why you can't see all of those items, even though it is very much no drop zero across all player counts. Alright? Okay, so. Wow, Private People works smarter and better on a game as Blizzard by himself. Private, yeah, well, I mean, I like how you said smarter and better. I don't know, man. I feel, there's definitely some things that private servers do better, okay? Not just Slash, but, you know, like, let's say, like, POD2 and whatnot. They definitely have some advantages over playing the base game. I would agree with that. Quite a few advantages, in fact. In fact, like, some of those advantages are great enough for me that, you know, I would choose to play on private servers over playing on BNet. And I think one of the biggest ones, by far, is the issue of bots on BNet. I still will never... I will pretty much never forgive... Well, I wouldn't say never forgive them, but it's more like... I can't really take playing on BNet all that seriously because inevitably I'm just going to be losing out to bots. Like that's just that's the simple reality I have to accept, right? And it's like if I accept that reality, then it's kind of like, well, okay, then essentially what reason have I to play on BNet? Loot filter is very good. Oh, it's excellent, man. I'm telling you, like playing on Slash. I mean, there's a reason I've been playing on Slash for years. When before D2R came out, like there were a lot more people on Slashdiablo as compared to now, and I was on Slash. And even when D2R came out, well, most people prefer playing on D2R for various reasons of their own, right? Like most of their friends are playing on D2R because, or well, for starters, or the fact that the graphics are better. Like some people much prefer the new graphics. And it's just easier in some ways. Like you know, you just have to go on BNet Launcher and install the game. Like there's like all sorts of reasons. But for me personally, I will pretty much always opt to play on Slash, just because Slash is. I just feel like there's a lot of stuff that is way more enjoyable for me to have relative to D2R. Like, yeah, okay, D2R has better graphics. No, I gotta, well, yeah. D2R has better graphics, true, but for example, like, if I want to load up D2R, I have to, like, open up the BNet launcher, log in, and then I have to, like, deal with the load times, and then I have to, like the load, or, you know, booting up the game, and then going, and the load times going in between acts, whereas if I'm playing on Slash, oh wow, 3 masteries, I don't really have to deal with any of that, right? It's just like, it's just pure gameplay. I can just open up a box whenever I feel like it, and it'll be up in less than 7 seconds. It's instant, right? It's instant, and arguably more important than that is that I have unlimited, truly unlimited stash space. Like, yeah, I have them keep making new characters, but at least I'm not limited on how many... Oh, wow, Conviction Aura. Yeah, let me start stun locking them. I'm not limited on how many characters I create, right? Like, that's a pretty big deal, I think. It really is. Like, a lot of people are very much like, no, I mean, like, oh, yeah, I like having bigger stash space. So that's why I like play on D2R. But I'm like, at the end of the day, you still only have 3 pages worth of stash space. POD did it better than Slash, I'll admit, where you have, you know, like, you actually have unlimited stash tabs on one particular character. That would be the ideal sort of scenario, but what they have already on Slash is functionally the same. So anyway, sorry, I'm yapping maybe a little too much, Billy. This is my this next run is gonna be my last, and funny enough, I actually end up at 2.5 million off of this pretty much, so that's perfect. But yeah, is there any other? I mean, hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a great day. And if you have any final questions, do feel free to throw them in here. But otherwise, I'll probably be. I mean, I'm hopping out right after this. I don't really even have to go over any gear adjustments because I've actually changed nothing on my character's gear. So that's pretty good. Okay, well, I'm gonna re-roll this run. Fuck this. It's fine, I'll love you, buddy. Okay, sounds good. Take care then, in that case. Zivka wrote, my loot filter is broken, it doesn't show Jaws, Kappa. Wow, okay. I mean, that'll do it. Okay, this is my last run, and hopefully they don't spawn freaking Conviction again for like the 3rd time in a row. That'd be good. Legend Sword F, nice. Well, it's pretty useless. But hey, if it was day 1, that might have actually been something worth messing around with, you know? Cobra Strike. Shamshir. Actually, no, this would be the best case scenario. Okay, cool. I'm done here. Zivko wrote, you got the BK, that's gear adjustment. Okay, the BK, okay, well, I'm not using the BK right now. I will eventually use the BK, but at the moment I need the MDR from Dwarf Star to help keep me alive, along with the MDR from Skin of the Viper Magi. And then my other ring is like Ravenfrost for cannot be frozen. Now there will eventually come a time where I don't need oh, okay, cool, nice. Yeah, there will eventually come a time where I no longer need these rings. Perhaps even now, actually, with the Ravenfrost. I could technically swap that for BK, because I'm not actually swinging at stuff at this particular moment, but I was going to save that for a little, well, when I actually officially no longer need to attack anything, ideally, but that's, again, like, it's quite a ways out for now. So, yeah, I have the BK. It was an excellent find, but it's not a gear adjustment because I'm not actually wearing the damn thing. Alright, this is the very last thing I'm going to do, I guess, gameplay-wise. I just need to offshore all of the P-gems that I have gotten in today's runs, and the runes, and this amulet. Uh-huh. I think I'm pretty much good there. Zivka, aren't you high enough level to remove Hasaris' set? Well, no, hold on. Hasaris' set is, or sorry, a chance to hit is determined by not just one, but 2 factors, right? It is determined by the difference in level between you and the thing that you're trying to hit, right? But the second one is your attack rating. Now, sometimes the level gap is so massive that it doesn't really matter. Hold on, which account is this? Okay, hold on, I think I got it mixed up. Yeah, sometimes, like, you know, if I were to go into normal right now, I'm always going to have a 95% chance to hit, pretty much. But, in Hell mode, I do need some attack rating. Yeah, let me, in fact, show you what the disparity in chance to hit would be if I can just finish cubing my shit, and then yeah, after that I can kind of call it. There we go. Done. Alright, cool. I'll save the rest for next time. Yeah, stop here. Alright, so again, going back to Hell mode real quick, and I'm just going to write D176 next here as a reminder to myself, and I can even put this D176 next. Let's see, Where was I? Ah, yes. So check out the, okay, so this is if I go into bear form. Look at this. I mean, right now I don't have to hit anything, but hypothetically, if I had to hit something, my attack rating with all of my bonuses active comes out to 84% chance to hit while I have Hasarises. But then as soon as I take off Hasarises, you see I lose like half my attack rating almost. So chance to hit now goes down to 72% chance, right? I don't know. Pretty big difference between 84 and 72% chance to hit. That's like the difference between missing 1 in 5 swings versus 1 in 4 swings, I guess. Well, more than that, actually. Yeah. This is more like 1 in 6. Like missing 1 in 6 versus missing 1 in 4. So, yeah. I'd say that Hasaris' set is still quite relevant. Although, frankly, if I had to remove Hasaris' set right now, like, I don't even know what I'd replace it with, right? Like, what do I have? Like, I do have the tri-res boots, right? But it's not like, I mean, my res are already pretty high because of Skin of the Viper Magi. The whole point of those boots, those tri-res boots, is that eventually when I remove my Skin of the Viper Magi and replace it for Enigma, then I probably then would want to get those tri-res boots on hand. So, yeah. Zivka wrote AR problem sucks. Yes, I admit it does suck to have to worry about AR, but that is kind of the, for me at least, fun of the game. The fact that that's yet another factor that I have to take into consideration. I can't just be like, oh, well, I'm going to put everything towards raw damage and skills. You know, like another thing I got to factor in is indeed this chance to hit calculation, or maybe get ITD, or minus target defense, or minus monster defense per hit. You wrote it's never enough. Yeah, I mean, you know, there are some characters that can push up to like 20k attack rating. Actually, you know what? If it's an attack rating problem, all these problems could be fixed with Faith, I think. But again, I'm still a ways out from Faith, so yeah. To be continued. All right, out I go. Anybody wondering if there's any gear adjustments from the start of the stream? There haven't been, so if you want to take a look at what I'm currently wearing, you can take a look at the beginning of the stream on the VOD. Zivka wrote, that's 72 with Wolverine. Yes, sir, it is. If I put on just the werebear form, you can see that my chance to hit is only 69 nice percent with the Sarises, and if I take it out, then it's down to 54. And, well, yeah, I mean, Heart of Wolverine gives me, like... Sorry, Maul gives me 110% attack rating. Heart of Wolverine gives me 242, you know? So, it's a pretty big difference. Pretty big difference, I dare say. Zivka wrote, GG, thank you for stream and runs. No, it was my pleasure. Thank you so much for participating, as always. It was a lot of fun. And I've just crossed the 3-hour mark, so this is a perfect timing, actually, for me to head out, or, like, dip out and get ready to, well, go do other stuff. All right. Take care, folks. Yeah. Glad, well, hoping that you all had fun. Once again, shout out to Zivko for the items and the runs. Kudos to you. Much appreciated, and hope that I was able to help you grind some levels and that those will be useful. And then maybe we can continue and get you to like level 90 next time that I stream. Okay? Alright, to everybody else, yeah, hope you enjoyed the stream as always. Thanks everyone for watching. This is D2D2, signing out.